Think again.
This is the Telkom Digital Gaming League,
This is where legends fight till the last second.
where the action explodes straight through your system.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and this is your boy Latre, brought to you by KO Tech, and I am joined tonight by none other than Shippy. Shippy, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good, and you, good friend?
Absolutely awesome. A bit on the fluish side, but that's not going to keep me away from casting any Dota games. And we have the one-night stand versus Out of Darkness. You said that you have seen Out of Darkness play before?
Yeah, I casted a previous game, and it was quite well played. Mistakes were made on both sides, of course, but as a team they play quite well. The rotations are awesome. They just play together like a team supposed to play.
Alrighty, we're just going to have a very, very quick look at the bans. From One Night Stand, they have decided to take out the Weaver, as well as the Silencer, pretty normal bans. And on the side of Out of Darkness, they've decided to go for the Lone Druid and the Life Stealer. Do you think they possibly would want to try and stop any type of split push?
Also, the Lone Druid, in today's meta, if you don't pick it, you ban it. That thing just wrecks. But they might need to stop, or they're looking to stop a pushing strat. Yeah, that would actually make sense. And with the Slaughter pickup as well, they're looking maybe even team fighting strats they're trying to sort out here.
Yes, definitely. The first pickup of the Slaughter, he's got the Guardian Sprint, also the Slytherin Crush, which I would assume you would want to maybe get 1 or 2 levels, but the Bash of the Deep would be one of the spells that he would need to pump up to level 4, and then obviously the Corrosive Haze. And then looking at the Ember Spirit picked up by One Night Stand, he has the ability to split push, he has Escape, he can initiate, he does quite a bit of damage, and oh, sorry about that. The Out of Darkness seems to try and counter with the Centaur Warrunner. So they're definitely looking for team fight. They do have the Stampede, so they are able to rush into a fight. Slardar needs to get that blink up ASAP. And that is quite a lethal combination from the side of Out of Darkness.
Yeah, the Centaur will definitely be played in the offlane position. That's what happened in the previous game as well. They picked up the Slardar and the Centaur, and the Slardar was a roaming support for them.
Yes, I would agree. And of the tankiness from the Centaur Warrunner, the Slardar to a certain extent would also be able to tank, but not as much as the Centaur. But the Slardar would definitely be dealing massive amounts of damage. And One Night Stand have picked up the Juggernaut. So you could potentially look at the Juggernaut Blade Fury, and that could be coupled with the Searing Chains. So you can expect the Ember Spirit to jump into a fight, Juggernaut to follow. He's got Blade Fury, he's got the Omni Slash, which does deal massive amounts of damage in the later stages of the game. I see that the Magnus and the Invoker has now been picked up, so that is some disruption that's been taken out. So do you think they probably want to go for maybe like a straight up team fight, no disruptions, and just beat the heck out of each other?
With the Ember and Juggernaut first pick, it definitely looks like it. They might even go this, something tankier for the offlane. You can even look at a Tide even. It will be a massive team fight with the team abilities just working together.
Definitely, and also taking into consideration, like I mentioned before, the Searing Chains and the Omni Slash. If you pop a Agnum Scepter on the Juggernaut, that's going to be additional Omni Slashes, and he's just going to try and wreck as much as he can. But then you need to take into consideration that Centaur does have the Stampede. Will he wait for the Searing Chains to pop before it actually activates? Are they maybe going to try and initiate first? So this is going to be one interesting game, One Night Stand versus Out of Darkness. And as we can see, the Ogre Magi has now been banned out. Very tanky support. He does have quite a bit of stun and a lot of harassment, and then also the multiple stuns with the ultimate ability.
No, definitely. With this lineup, it's going to be a pain. It's going to all round out who's going to initiate first. Because it's tight.
Alright, just waiting for the fourth ban from the side of One Night Stand. I have previously casted one of their games. One Night Stand is just one of those teams, even when they're down, they try their utmost best to bring the game back. And I have seen them do quite a lot of returns, and they are quite a formidable team, so they are not to be taken lightly at all. The Outworld Devourer has been banned out, pretty decent ban. But then the side of Out of Darkness decide to go for the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon is a very good hero, especially with the Centaur. He can be coupled up with maybe something like a Morana. You can maybe even try go for maybe let's say a Bane. Any type of hero that will be able to follow through after the disruption has taken place.
No, what I'm seeing as well, Luna's also still in the pool, and that will kind of work well against One Night Stand lineup.
Yeah, I would agree to disagree. The fact of the Underlord has just been picked up. He does have the Firestorm, and most importantly, he does have the Pit of Malice. And also with the Dark Rift, if that is timed perfectly, that would be a wasted ulti coming from the Luna. But that all depends on the timing and the communication on the side of One Night Stand. And the Ursa has actually been picked up. What do you think about the Ursa pickup with the current heroes that are picked up?
currently feel Ursa is a bit on the side of Out of Darkness. You're looking at a very much melee team. So that's not looking good, but with that of Shadow Demon, that extra burst damage, that will actually wreck a team. Especially if he has his ult ready, then Ember Spirit's hardly gonna tickle him. Juggernaut's ult he's gonna laugh it off. Pitlord will just irritate him, and yeah, which is just gonna stun him.
Well, what I do
So
notice.
Ursa's...
Yes.
No, go on.
Well, what I do notice with the Ursa pickup, if you couple that with the disruption, I mean, you do have the Earth Shock that is going to slow you down quite a bit. Plus, you have 2 illusions that's also going to start attacking you. And then you've got another 2 stunts coming through with the Hoof Stomp and obviously the Slytherin Crush. So that is quite a lot of damage coming from the side of Out of Darkness.
Dire team's turn to pick.
And that's just from 2 heroes.
Also now I see that the Marana has been banned out, as well as the Lion, and on the side of One Night Stand they've decided to go for the Witch Doctor and the Yakiro. Yakiro is probably one of the best pushers in the game, for the fact that he does have the Liquid Fire, he does have the Dual Breath, so that's quite a lot of armor that the side of Out of Darkness is going to lose just from 1 hero alone. Now you've got the Witch Doctor with the Paralyzing Cask and the Maledict, and that coupled with the Death Ward if he does have a Agnum Scepter, and that is tons of damage coming through. But Out of Darkness decided to go for the Medusa, so that's going to make the side of One Night Stand's job extremely difficult, but we will definitely have a look and see what combinations these teams would come up with.
Definitely. And Jakiro, it looks like One Night Stand's going purely pushing power if I'm looking at the Jakiro and the Ember Spirit. Ember can split and Jakiro can just take down a tower without any struggle.
Right, it seems that we are back into the game, and just a little bit of a lag spike coming through, but everything seems to be a-okay. Shippy, would you perhaps like to introduce the side of Out of Darkness for us?
Alright, on the Medusa we've got Monster Psycho. On the Shadow Demon we've got Punisher. On the Slardar we've got Bionic, which is their roaming support, like I called it. On Centaur we've got Deathcell. I've seen him previously, he's a monster with that Centaur, it's something to watch. And then we've got Gunslinger the carry on the Ursa.
Alright, on the side of One Night Stand, it seems that Zero Resistance will be playing the Witch Doctor, Steve will be playing the Juggernaut, Codec or Codec 3 will be playing on Yakiro, and on the Underlord we will have Fluffiest Tail, and last but not least on the Ember Spirit we have Nazgul. So we just have a very quick pause up. I just want to have a quick look at the items thus far. Pretty standard. We do have a Observer Ward on the Shadow Demon, as well as the Medusa. Witch Doctor still none of the side of One Night Stand has actually picked up any items.
Yeah. Going back to Fluffiest Tail, but Lord or Underlord doesn't have a fluffy tail, to be honest.
That is very true.
Prepare for
Alright, and it is game on. The One Night Stand taking the time getting out of the starting blocks. Out of Darkness has already started moving on to the bottom position, and we do have Centaur that is currently moving towards the offlane position. I don't see that he has any items on him. What do you think? Would he maybe want to go for a ring, or Why would he not have any items on him currently?
On the
On the Central War Runner.
see, he normally goes straight for a boot, or he probably forgot to buy. He's done that before as well.
30 seconds to battle.
Tends to forget.
No
And
good.
looks like Out of Darkness is looking to do something, yeah.
Yes, we do have a smoke up Slaughter in the front position. I'm not sure if Ember Spirit has spotted him out yet. It doesn't seem that way. So they are moving now. Punisher is there. He is definitely going to pop the disruption first, but I think Nazgul actually spotted them out. So, oh, but he's actually been caught out by Punisher. Now Gunslinger and Bionic is ready to move into position. He does have the Flame Guard, so he's going to definitely just get rid of some of the damage, and the Pit of Malice from Fluffiest Tail definitely helped out the Ember Spirit Nazgul get out of that predicament. But I don't think they would have got him in the first place. He is quite quick from the starting block. And we're definitely going to have a char lane at bottom. So Bionic, Gunslinger and Punisher, who is hiding in the trees, they're going to go up against Fluffiest Tail. I think he would do really well in the bottom lane. He does have the Pit of Malice, so he is able to stop them. But Punisher has revealed himself. He's going straight for Fluffiest Tail. Beautiful disruption coming out. Bionic is there. Beautiful stun coming up. Bionic. Gunslinger is now smashing away, and that Pit of Malice does come out, and Fluffiest Tail is going to get out of that one by the skin of his neck. Not a very good position for him to be at. Do you think anyone needs to rotate down for some assistance on the Underlord?
It's still early and looks like they're first trying to force the Center War Runner out of lane, but not really getting anywhere. They blocked the camp quite well, so they're probably just gonna wait, see if Unlord does well, or if something else happens, they'll rotate ready.
The only thing on the Underlord, he does have the saving grace of the bounty rune every 2 minutes, and then he's also got the Firestorm, which he can use to harass them quite a bit.
Yeah, I see on level 2 he went for his third ability, which is your Atrophy Aura. So he's just going to build up damage, so if a support gets close, that support's going to get hurt, eh?
Yeah, look, as far as I know, the Atrophy Aura, that only applies... no, it actually does apply to creeps. Bonus damage 5, bonus damage 0. Seems that we have an engagement at the top lane. Death Cell is in a lot of trouble. That's Blade Fury coming out from Steam. Beautiful Maledict coming out from the Witch Doctor. And a quick hoof stomp. And Death Cell has taken quite a bit of damage. Is he go? Ooh, and that Ice Path just misses. Death Cell is going to run towards that Sanctuary. He would definitely have to make use of that. And a very quick heal up coming out from him there. I just want to get back to the Atrophy Aura. I'm not sure if it is a aura for everyone or just for himself, but a beautiful stun coming out. Fluffiest Tail seems to be going down for the first blood. Punisher is doing quite a bit of damage, and he might, yes, he's going to take first blood on Fluffiest Tail. I think for the side of One Night Stand, they're definitely going to need to, get some sort of harassment coming down. The Juggernaut has actually decided, no, Juggernaut is not TPing through. It seemed like it for a second. Fluffiest Tail has come back very quickly. But I would really suggest getting some assistance for Fluffiest Tail just to try and even out the odds.
No, definitely. He's struggling a bit. Unfortunate first blood. It didn't go the way of Ursa, so that's in his favor, but still gold going every way.
They're definitely going to keep Fluffiest Tail, out of the lane as much as they possibly can. Punisher is always just waiting for him to come through. Another disruption coming through. Now Bionic is putting on the chase, and a beautiful crash coming through. Gunslinger is also coming in. We've got two TPs coming in, but Fluffiest Tail is going to go down. Now Kodak, he's got the ice pass and zero resistance with a beautiful stun. Maledict coming out. Bionic is in quite a bit of trouble. He needs to get out of that position that he's catching himself in at the moment, but the Maledict is going to work. I doubt that it is actually going to kill him. It's doing too little damage at the moment. It is quite low level, and that support should have come down probably like 3 minutes ago. Fluffy is still in this position. It's not working out for the side of One Night Stand.
No, definitely. Unfortunately, the support just came a bit too late. If they TP'd even 10 seconds earlier, they probably would have saved Fluffy's tail.
Look, it would be difficult to say because of the amount of damage coming through from the side of Out of Darkness. I mean, you do have the Ursa that pumps quite a lot of damage through, and then also the Slardar with the stun. There is just quite a bit of damage coming through, and then on top of that, you have the Shadow Poison from Shadow Demon, which is adding an additional, I think it's about 50 damage or 20 damage per stack.
Yeah, 20 per stack.
So yeah, that's
a
a lot of damage.
Damage is a lot. What are you thinking of this mid lineup?
The mid lineup, we do have Nazgul. He is using that Flame Guard to try and negate as much damage as possible. He is managing to do that quite well, as he is a little bit in front of net worth of the Medusa. The Medusa needs to constantly spam the Mystic Snake, just to get some additional mana, but that was quite a bit of damage going onto Nazgul.
Oh, that's not a bit of damage, it's a lot.
Right, it seems that
pause again.
Yeah, pause has been called. I just want to have a quick chat in regards to the item build that Medusa is going for. He's going for the Hand of Midas. He does not have any boots as yet. If you do have, for example, the Yakiro or the Witch Doctor, coming to gank, the only saving grace that Medusa has is the Stone Gaze. So that could potentially be why he has not gone for the boots as yet. So he does have some sort of escape, but is that going to be enough to avoid death?
Depends if a Witch Doctor gets his Maledict off. If the Maledict's off and a Flame Guard burns, he's going to be in a bit of trouble, even with the Stone Gaze running.
That could be, but he does have the Mana Shield as well. And that is also, he's spamming the Mystic Snake. He's trying to keep his mana up as much as he possibly can, and that will just help him with the Mana Shield. So it could potentially be difficult to actually kill him, but it's still worth a try to actually do the rotation and get the kill on the Medusa. Medusa is currently third on net worth, and Nazgul, which is playing the Ember Spirit, has dropped down to 4th position.
Definitely, I must say, for the offlane, even the Centaur is quite doing well in comparison to the Pit Lord, or Underlord, sorry, to go to one word.
Yes, the only thing, the only reason that is because of the fact that they do have the Shadow Demon there, they do have the Ursa, and obviously the Bionic, which does have the sprint, so he's just going to run past everyone and just try and beat them as much as they can.
Yeah, so they're doing quite a good job just pushing this Underlord just out of lane, making sure he doesn't get all the farm.
Beautiful Flame Guard coming out there from Nazgul. He is going after Psycho. Beautiful kill there. He did use the Searing Chains, and that was a very, very good kill there from him. He used the bottle, and that shield was not able to save Medusa at all. I see that Ursa is taking quite a bit of damage. That bit of malice has come out. Fluffy is now in a bit of trouble. Kodak's beautiful ice bars coming through. Now Punisher's got the disruption down. Ooh, beautiful stun coming out there from Bionic, and Kodak is in quite a bit of trouble. Ooh, and as I thought, that Earthshock, that Earthshock coupled with the disruption from the Shadow Demon is extremely, extremely potent. You've got your own hero being killed by 2 of your own images, and you've got the Earth Earth Stomp, and you can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, that Earth Shock just makes you so slow, and damage output from that alone, especially with the disruption and Soul Catcher on him, too much. Falls too quickly. Looks like they're gonna make another player.
Alright, Fluffier still now. He throws down the Pit of Malice and the Firestorm, but that I think that disruption actually saved Fluffier's tail. That was definitely mistimed from the Shadow Demon. I think he was possibly supposed to do that before the time, but they've already costed all their stuns, and the Shadow Demon actually saved a Fluffier's tail. So he could be thankful for that bit of miscommunication there.
I think he's thankful for that a lot. I see they rotated their supports down now to try and actually help the Underlord out a bit, because he is not doing quite well in the offlane at the moment.
Yeah, this definitely should have come earlier, but Bionic could find himself in a bit of trouble. Nazgul is now running through. They've actually spotted him out. Now Bionic, he needs to definitely get out of there. Ice Boss Mythos and Ember Spirit, he's coming back for a bit more, but he says, no, wait, I'm not going to chance it. He doesn't know who is in the bushes waiting for him. They don't really have any wards. They don't have wards there, in fact, so they can't see what's happening uphill.
Yeah, they only got their own very safe ward up here.
Right, I'm just having a very quick look here at Steve. He almost died to the Centaur Warrunner. His HP is quite low. He doesn't have any mana left to pop down a healing ward. So he might consider going for a shrine, but we do have a TP coming in from the Witch Doctor, which is going to heal him up. I mean, looking at the amount of mana being used by Zero Resistance on the Witch Doctor, do you think it's wise to actually try and heal up the Juggernaut instead of having him, you know, maybe go to the Sanctuary and healing up? Because if anything happens now, Witch Doctor is not going to be able to support him.
Yeah, if anything happens, but they trying just to get the Juggernaut to keep on farming, get the farm up, presuming that Out of Darkness is still at the bot lane with all the supports. So Witch Doctor will risk it just to keep his carry in the lane a bit more and get that extra amount of gold.
It's also, as you can see, the Witch Doctor does not have any, you know, mana potions or anything to that effect. It's not really doing anything in that lane. He's not going to be able to do anything in that lane. So Witch Doctor being there currently is actually quite pointless.
Yeah, it's basically just a waste.
I do have another initiation there at the bottom lane, and Gunslinger has been caught out. Beautiful stun coming out from Bionic. He's going to start slashing away, and Gunslinger once again is going to get a beautiful kill there. That was also from Decel. He used that Stampede. They were able to get there quicker, and Steve's HP has gone down quite a bit. We still do not have any sort of, you know, saving from Zero Resistance. He does, however, have a Paralyzing Cask, but that's not really going to do much. He has the option of using the Cask, or potentially, you know, just trying to heal up Steve again. So once again, the Witch Doctor being there, it's literally, he's got no reason being there.
Yeah, he's literally just wasting experience for the Juggernaut.
Bit of Malice coming out, and then also the disruption. Now it seems that Kodak needs to get out of there. Bionic, I think they've actually changed their focus to Kodak. Kodak is in quite a lot of trouble. Beautiful stun coming out, and Gunslinger is going to get another kill. Very, very well played there from his side, and they're doing exceptionally well keeping this Underlord down. He has dropped down to the 3rd lowest on the net worth, and that is with the Yakiro and the Witch Doctor.
Unfortunately, this guy's just at the wrong place at the moment. It looks like they want to do something on the Medusa, yeah?
Yes, we do have this ghoul that is sitting there in Viz. Psycho just needs to go out a little bit too much, but he's going to try to stay as close to the tower as possible. That Flame Guard, ooh, and the Stone Gaze does come out. Steve's in quite a bit of trouble, but he uses the Omni Slash. Is that going to be it? No, that's not going to be enough to take him down, but now Nazgul, he's jumping in forward, and a beautiful kill coming out there from Nazgul. That Omni Slash definitely saved the life of the Juggernaut. So very, very well played. And it seems that Underlord once again at the bottom lane has also gone down. They really keeping him quite low.
Yeah, definitely. I feel on the side of Out of Darkness, they didn't try and commit much to save the Medusa there. Because there was ample time for them to try and save it.
Yeah, look, to a certain extent, I mean, what's happening at the bottom now is you do have a Gunslinger which is doing quite well, looking in terms of the kills. You have Gunslinger on 2 kills, you've got Bahonic on 2 kills, you've even got the support Punisher on 2 kills. So, you know, they're having a time of their life at bottom, and I doubt that they're going to want to give that up anytime soon.
Makes sense. Looks like Death Cell might be in a bit of trouble there, top.
Death Cell, he does have the Stampede which he is going to use, but the Malectic just does go, ooh, and he beautifully takes out the Witch Doctor. Now Steve sets chase. Is he going to be able to take him down? Death Cell is in quite a bit of trouble, and he's going to run to the Sanctuary, and Psycho, Monster Psycho runs. And Death Cell,
double kill.
yeah, Death Cell, oh. That was a beautiful
Beautiful
play.
plays. He did the right thing. He walked back, stunned the Witch Doctor, waited for a tower to hit him twice.
Bits of Malice
And
coming down.
immediately
Now we do
double
have
edge.
another Ice Path. Ooh, and Kodek, Fluffiest Nazgul take out Bionic. So the gold shared there between the heroes. I actually think one of the creeps potentially maybe got that one.
It seems that way because it was split 3 ways.
Not much good happening
That's
to
still
Radiant.
528 gold
Guess
split
Radiant
between
fortified
the 3 of them.
Alright, it seems that the team of Out of Dark has decided to leave the lane, but now Medusa is TPing bot. We do have Bionic there. He is giving chase. Ooh, beautiful stun there on Yakiro. Nazgul now popping in. He's going to do quite a bit of damage, but the Stone Gaze coming out. Nazgul's turning around. Beautiful disruptor coming out there from Punisher. Now, Nazgul needs to get out of there, and we do have Underlord that's got the Dark Rift, so he's maybe going to try and want to get them out of there, but he's not going to be able to. He's too far away. I think the side of Out of Darkness, they're doing quite well.
Never refuse.
Yeah, they actually just picked up Aegis on Ursa as well.
I think you did mention before the game that the side of Out of Darkness has got a 5-win streak on the DGL ladder matches.
That's correct.
So they're definitely looking to keep up their winning streak. They wouldn't want to lose that in this game.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
And Nazgul just took down Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher's gone down there. Now Death Cell is moving into the fray. He does have a Stampede which he is going to use now. Nazgul seems to be in quite a bit of trouble. He doesn't have any mana, but a beautiful Ice Path coming out there from Yakiro. And the Firestorm also coming down from Underlord. And they managed to escape the onslaught from Out of Darkness. Very, very well played. It seems that Juggernaut at the top lane has actually also gone down. And that was by Slaughter.
By Bionic, the Slaughter.
Invisibility.
I see that Slaughter
He already has his blink up.
Yes, that Blink Dagger, ever important item for that hero. I want to focus on what's happening bot at the moment. You do have Underlord. He's trying to hug that tower as much as he can. But every time he wants to go out, we do have Gunslinger. He is invis at the moment. Is he going to take the chance on the Underlord once again? And pause. So it seems that Nazgul is having quite a bit of issues in terms of lag. Just want to have a look at Underlord. He does have the mana boots and he does have the headdress. So potentially he could be building into a mechanism. He could be going into a pipe of insight that he could be going for. Yakiro's still not really got any items. He's got the boots and the wind lace, so he's got a bit of movement speed. And on the War Runner he does have the Vanguard, so he's definitely building into a Crimson Guard.
Definitely going to the tank build. I see on to look at Gunslinger Ursa, he's also got a blink dagger.
Yeah, that
So he's on the side of Out of Darkness. You really got a lot of mobility.
yes, definitely. Judging by the way things are going at the moment, it definitely seems that Out of Darkness have got a lot more lane control and presence on the map, whereas the side of One Night Stand is, just basically trying to survive. So the side of One Night Stand, they really, really need to get a good quality pick off, and the amount of gold that they should be getting from a kill that they're going to get, that is going to help them quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if they can get the kill on the Ursa. That Ursa, or even the Centaur, is gonna be worth a lot of money.
Look, it's going to be extremely, extremely difficult to take out the Gunslinger. Gunslinger does have the Enrage, so that's going to help him, just remove any sort of debuffs. So the armor reduction from the Yakiro, it's not really going to do that much to affect the Ursa Warrior. And also the fact that he does have the Aegis of Immortal.
Yeah, he will survive any fight at the moment.
What I do like about the fact of Out of Darkness is the fact that with the Centaur they have the Stampede available. And what I'm noticing is that they don't just use it. They analyze the situation that they're going into, and based on whatever is happening to the build-up of the Stampede will determine whether they're going to use it to initiate or whether they would want to use it to actually get away. But thus far they've used it to perfection. It's working very, very well for them, and Kodak is doing his utmost best to land those ice balls.
Now I see the Medusa is going straight for a Dragon Lance at the moment. She uses Hand of Midas, which she has in 1 second. She'll get a Dragon Lance up already, so she might go for a Hurricane Pike. For that extra mobility.
On which hero is this?
Medusa.
Let me have a look at Medusa's items. Look, currently Medusa does have the Hand of Midas. I would prefer, maybe seeing a little bit more damage output, because once the stone gaze goes off, it's going to be an additional damage. So I mean that's 50% physical damage coming through, and that used with a split shot. And let's say she goes for a Daedalus or a Mjolnir. Any of those items, it's going to pump out quite a lot of damage in terms of using the stone gaze.
Definitely, and also, if you look at the side of Out of Darkness, the one thing they do have is physical damage. They don't really rely on anything magical-wise.
Look, the only magical hero that they really have is the Shadow Demon. And then you also have the Corrosive Haze coming out from Slardar, the Guardian Sprint, and obviously the Southern Cross, which once again is physical. So theoretically, Out of Darkness should potentially win each and every team fight that they have.
Especially if Medusa's ult is on.
I mean that is 50% additional damage coming through from that. So you can just imagine how much damage they're pumping out from that. And also looking at the Stampede, you've got a strength multiplier currently sitting at 2, so it's going to double the damage that the Centaur currently has. It's also got, if he for example goes for the Agnum Scepter, he's going to have 60% damage reduction for the entire team.
Yes.
And that is during the Stampede, so it's going to be a massacre if that Agnum Scepter comes online. It's going to be extremely bad for the side of One Night Stand.
The damage output is just going to be too much for them to handle.
It's going to be way too much. I really doubt that Codec would be able to do, you know, that much in terms of trying to, you know, get into the fight or, you know, try and save someone. The side of Out of Darkness have literally thought of every single aspect, and if you know, the side of One Night Stand actually wins this game, I will be probably running down the street naked, because it just doesn't seem that you know, One Night Stand have an answer for what the side of Out of Darkness has actually taken.
No, definitely. On a support, who do you think is the fourth support for One Night Stand?
The fourth support, let me just have a look here. You've got the Witch Doctor. The fourth support potentially should be the Underlord. But more importantly, I'd rather see Underlord more of an initiator. Yakiro would obviously be there to, you know, get the ice path down. Once the Macropier comes online, you know, that will definitely start working. To be honest with you, I don't know. It seems that what the side of One Night Stand is wanting to do is to get one spell off one after the other. And at the moment, it's not working for them, because they want to get the stuns in there. They want to get the ice path in there. The Pit of Malice is an option. You've got the Ember Spirit, which is also able to initiate. So it seems that the side of One Night Stand just have too much initiation, and they don't have enough follow through. Because what's happening now is that they're throwing all of their spells in one go. Whereas the side of, you know, Out of Darkness, you know, you can get, nothing can happen until the Shadow Demon actually initiates. If it's like a team fight, nothing can actually happen if the Stampede, you know, really doesn't go off. So they've got spells that's continuous, and unfortunately, you know, One Night Stand they just don't have it.
Yeah, just there's no full-on fighting with them at the moment. It might still turn out, because on the side of Out of Darkness, they've got a team fight built. Yeah, they've got full-on team fight, where One Night Stand still has two potential split pushers, depending if the Jakiro is going to go 4 or is the Underlord 4, but it seems Underlord is supposed to be actually the 3-player, which is your offlane, of course, but he's not looking that great.
Yeah, the Out of Darkness have done a very good job at keeping him out of the lane. And you know, the supports were, within that first 4 to 5 minutes, there wasn't much that they were actually able to do. Right, so we do have a Gunslinger. He is going, but we have an Ice Path coming out there from Codec. Ooh, beautiful stomp coming out there. Nazgul now, he's jumping into the fray. That, look at all of that damage. It is utterly insane how much damage the side of Out of Darkness has got. Oh, beautiful kill there. Now zero resistance. He's also going to go down, and this is going to be potentially a 4-man wipe. See, Gunslinger does have the Aegis of Immortal, so, you know, he can afford to actually go ahead and, you know, do whatever he needs to do. You know, looking at the fight recap, just look at that gold exchange. The damage output, it's utterly insane. Look at that XP exchange, 2.5k, and to the side of One Night Stand, 0. It's...
There was no exchange.
Literally nothing. So the side of One Night Stand, they've been outdrafted, plain and simple. There's, you can look at it any which way you want to. It highly doesn't seem that the side of One Night Stand is going to be able to do much. It seems nasty to say it, but they're literally being outplayed.
Yeah, at the moment. Like I said, I feel at the moment as well, if I'm looking at our current meta and that, Pitlord don't know. Not supposed to be an offline. That's how I feel. He's not doing well at the moment. If you look at all the records and information, he just fails at it.
But, we do have another kill, and that is unfortunately the Kiro that is going to go down. The side of out of darkness is, you know, they're coming out of the dark, they're coming into the light. Like you mentioned earlier, they've got a 5-streak win. And I'm definitely seeing a 6-streak win, depending on, you know, game number 2. I mean, One Night Stand could be holding out on us. They could maybe be testing out the waters to see how, you know, Out of Darkness is playing, you know, just to maybe come up with another strat or, you know, something new. You know, maybe they'll surprise us.
Yeah, definitely. But to be honest, I think this is game for them, unfortunately. They don't have much to even try and stop Out of Darkness.
It's got another stun coming out there. Oh, and Juggernaut is in trouble, as well as Fluffy's tail. We do have Psycho coming out, and we do... Oh, another beautiful kill coming out there. Stone Gaze coming out there from Psycho. Now, Nazgul has decided to come through. That was a beautiful ice bath coming in there from Kodak. Gunslinger gets another beautiful kill on Steve. Now that's the Stampede coming through, and another blink. Death Cell now. Oh, beautiful double kill by Gunslinger. We do have the Blade Mail being popped there by the Nazgul, but is that going to be enough? We do have Ursa that actually goes down. Beautiful, beautiful kill there. He actually got quite a bit of gold for that one. 1.2k, and Nazgul only gave away 280 basically. So that was actually a very, very good exchange. I do like it. Looking at the XP, I mean, the side of One Night Stand has actually gained 1.3k experience, which is not bad considering where they are at the moment. But look at that damage output, 5.6, and One Night Stand is only doing 3k damage. So there is...
Centaur did more than half of the damage, of the total damage, in that fight.
Yeah, that was basically just from the Stampede allowing Gunslinger to actually get into the fight. I mean, look at the warding position on the side of One Night Stand. It's the typical warding, you know, defensive wards, but you know they don't really have anything. It's almost like the side of Out of Darkness has studied, you know, their opponent before the game. They know exactly what they're going to do. They know what to pick. And it just doesn't look good.
No, definitely. They out of Darkness, you can see they placing at the moment aggressive wards just to check where they are, and the only place where they have maybe a defensive ward is in the top lane. Just here, just to check, but that's expiring in literally 4 seconds. Otherwise, they don't have any vision on the map. But One Night Stand has so much defensive ward, they don't know where Out of Darkness is coming from.
And we do have a smoke coming out there from the side of Out of Darkness. They seem to be running into the Ember Spirit. This is not going to be very good for him. Ooh, he gets stunned down, and he's going to go down quicker than toilet paper being flushed down the toilet. It is extremely quick how they actually go down. Nazgul is currently, you know, laying forth in the net with bits of malice coming out. We do have the Macropier coming out there from Kodak. Icepath is now quickly following. Gunslinger popping that BKB. Beautiful stun coming out there from Bahonic, and Gunslinger once again gets a beautiful kill there on Fluffiest Tail. Underlord definitely wasn't the hero to be picked in this particular game, but we do have Steve, who is trying, not exactly sure what he's trying, but he's running in there and he's actually given them a kill. Stampede being used. That was
not good,
yeah,
at all.
I'm not sure exactly what he was trying to do. That could just be the first indication that, you know, One Night Stand is actually starting to give up. They're giving away the kills. You know, they're not even trying to get away. But a beautiful bit of malice coming out there from Fluffy's tail once again. Firestorm coming down, and Out of Darkness is just retreating. There isn't a ward to spot them out at the location where they are currently, but I don't think this ward could actually see them if they are sitting in this position. Yeah, very, very unlikely.
No,
that they would
just
be
out of. I'm literally just out of range.
Alright, so they're just coming to range, and that ward is going to spot them out, but we've got a beautiful blinket coming in there from Bionic. Bits of malice coming out from Fluffy Estelle, but I doubt he's going to be able to get away. Ice Spot coming through. Now Fluffy Estelle is using the Dark Rift, and he's going to get the whole team, with exception of Zero out there. And there's literally not much that the side of One Night Stand is able to do.
I think what the Juggernaut was maybe trying to do is try and spin down the Ursa and maybe just ult him. Because I see he did have ult ready, but I don't think he expected the whole team of Out of Darkness to be there at the moment.
Yeah, look, that is possible. However, I mean, he had vision when he was actually spinning in. There was like I think about 5 euros. And, you know, he went in. There was no consideration of, you know, waiting until he was maybe separate from the team. He literally just went in and committed suicide. So, from that perspective, it wasn't really a good play from the Juggernaut at all. The only thing he did was he went in and died.
Yeah, I didn't get anything done in that fight, unfortunately. I see on the center his Pipe of Insight is almost done.
Never refuse gold given.
You know, look, at this point in time, I highly doubt that, you know, the Centaur even needs it. But, I mean, if not, why not? I mean, if you're going to be able to get a kill, but it does seem that we do have a smoke coming out there from One Night Stand. They're now wanting to go for Roshan. Gunslinger is there. Is he going to be able to be caught out? Nazgul jumps in. Beautiful Pits of Malice and the Ice Pass coming through. Now, Roshan is giving his own couple of cents in there, but a beautiful stun coming out there from Bionic. Are they going to be able to turn the tides there? And Shadow Demon is going to be the first casualty. Then Ursa is going to go down. This is a completely different team that we've seen a couple of minutes ago, or basically the entire game that we've had. We've got the stun gaze coming through from the Medusa, and everyone's going to turn and run away. Now Bionic jumping into the fray. He is going to try and get Kodak down, but Desal, he's going to go for the Underlord, and he gets it. Now Bionic is going to try and get beautiful stun coming out there from Zero Resistance. And Steve picks up the Ages of Immortal. Now Bionic is in a bit of trouble. He needs to get out of that position. He does use the blink, 10 seconds remaining. He's also got a smoke, but I doubt he's going to be able to smoke his way out of that one. Forced off about 5 seconds. A beautiful spin coming in from Steve and the stun from Zero Resistance. And Bionic is going to go down, giving away 446 gold. This was unexpected.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming. Unfortunately, we can't see the full fight recap. It went on way too long. But the gold exchange should have been massive. It was a few massive guys they took down.
Yeah, definitely. I really wasn't expecting Out of Darkness to go down that quickly. But it just shows the potential that you know, every team has. You know, they knew that Ursa was there, and they wanted to stop him from, you know, just getting another Ages of Immortal up, and that's given his team actually quite a bit of gold. So that was very, very well played from One Night Stand. I do congratulate them for that. Could we possibly see a comeback happening right now?
It's possible. It's possible. With the gold turn of that fight, it's already Juggernaut is looking like he's actually busy building quite items. He's not just standing still anymore.
Yeah, he's got the Yasha up, so he could he could either go for the Sanjin Yasha or the Manta style, but I think if they're going to want to go for some sort of split push, he's definitely going to go for the Manta.
If I'm looking at his stash at the moment, he's got an Ogre Club and a Belt of Strength in, so, and he's got a Sanjay queued up, so he's definitely going for
Sanjin Yasha.
Sanjay Yasha.
Do you think that could be a better build than that of the Manta style?
Temporarily, yes. But what he can do later on is the moment he's got a bit more gold, split up the two and Manta style done. Then he's got the item. So there's still that potential in that item. And at the moment it's just going to give him that extra bit of strength and survivability. And damage, of course.
Yeah, definitely the survivability is a factor. They're gonna have to, you know, keep or stay alive as long as they possibly can. But I don't think that Omni Slash is going to be able to do
A soldier
enough damage during an entire team fight. I really doubt that. So I would like to see him maybe go pick up a Agnum Scepter.
No, I see Ursa's going straight for Agnum Scepter at the moment. What do you think of that?
The Agnum Scepter, oh, that is just insane. Right, for those that don't know, would you just maybe like to explain what the Agnum Scepter actually does on the Ursa?
If I can see it. I don't really play him that much.
We do have the team now.
wait.
One Night Stand is coming into position. Beautiful stun coming in from Death Cell. Look at that Pit of Malice. Punisher is taking a lot of damage, and Punisher once again is going to be the first to go down. With Death Ward being popped down by Zero Resistance, but Gunslinger is there. He's going to want to take out Zero Resistance. But Zero Resistance actually walks away from that one. Wow. Slardar has also gone down, and they've only lost the Witch Doctor. Now Medusa is taking quite a bit of punishment. He don't think he's got Snake. No, he doesn't have any Snake Wards left, and Medusa is also going to go down. Now, I would definitely like to see the side of One Night Stand actually going for this middle tower. This is absolutely insane what's happening right now. They have completely turned the tables on Out of Darkness, where, you know, we thought everything was lost, and yet they have actually come back. And this is the side of One Night Stand that I actually know. This was definitely not the team about 10 minutes ago.
Definitely. I think what gave it away in that whole team fight is they smoked up on top here, and Medusa then attacked the creeps. So she came out of smoke, so One Night Stand knew.
Ooh, look at the amount of damage coming out. And One Night Stand is actually, they might even survive this one. Ooh, they just get the Underlord down. I think Steve potentially did pop the ulti. Yes, he did. And then also a beautiful Flame Guard from the Ember Spirit actually forced them back.
I don't think this Steve popped his ulti. There's only a 22-second cooldown left on it. And that fight definitely not more than 110 seconds ago.
Yeah, that could potentially have been the Sleight of Fist that Nazgul used. I think that actually looked like an Omni Slash for a second. But we do have another engagement at the bottom lane. Ooh, look at that, amazing. Yes. Amazing. Gunslinger is in quite a bit of trouble. He is actually going to go down. Now Medusa is in some trouble there, and Steve is going to start pumping away that Firestorm coming through, and there is no more mana for that shield to actually work. Now they need to push for the bottom tower. They're gonna have to get this tower down as quick as they possibly can. They might even be able to get 2 towers. It is possible. They can go for it.
Yes.
I think there are buybacks available on the side of Out of Darkness. Ooh, the Ursa does not have.
Centaur's got and Slaughter's got. Slaughter's back in 5, but Medusa is still 15 out. 40 out, and Ursa is 10 out. As they won't be able to defend this until Medusa's back at least. I feel again that fight was a bit of miscommunication. Because once again, Shadow Demon popped the bubble and Slaughter just stood there, he couldn't do anything. He already popped his stun.
No, that was even for the Witch Doctor. That stun and Maledict, it was literally like 3 heroes. I think it was 3 heroes that was actually, you know, stunned and maledicted. So that definitely turned the tables, and when that ulti went down, the damage output was absolutely insane.
No, definitely the damage was just too much.
Stone Gaze coming out from Medusa once again. Bionic is jumping in.
Here we go.
And we do have the Ul Scepter for Kodak. That Firestorm is doing quite a bit of damage. Steve is spinning away. What is going on? Death Cell, he is not able to do much. And that seems that Witch Doctor has actually gone down. Punisher is actually running away. Can you believe it? Death Cell is still in the fray. He is pumping the damage. Bohonic is hitting Steve, and Steve is just trying to juke his way out of that one. Beautiful spin coming out from Steve. And another stun. Nazgul is still there, and Slardar is going to go down. We have Desel that is still there, and we have Juggernaut. He's also going to go down. Nazgul now, he needs to get out of that one. And look at Codec 3. Codec 3 is, you know, doing absolutely everything he can. Another stun coming out there. And I think they're just going to try and back away from that predicament. Oh, Stampede coming out from Desel. Moody want to continue with that. No, they've decided to actually turn around.
That was a 5,500 XP exchange for the side of Out of Darkness. They got most of the XP.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the damage done, number one, where we previously had the side of Out of Darkness doing like 7,000, we only had, you know, One Night Stand doing 3,000. Now all of a sudden you see the damage output is basically almost equaling. And then also the XP rate is also starting to level out. And the gold exchange, I mean, it's now actually starting to become a fight. And it could literally be either of these teams that could actually walk away with win number one. It's very, very difficult to say at the moment.
Yeah, to be honest, I think the Ember woke up now, and the Juggernaut is starting to wake up with his DPS and everything.
But we do have a smoke up now currently from One Night Stand. They are looking for victims. They don't have any wards to spot out anyone in particular. Now Steve is moving towards the mid lane. Gunslinger is there, Pit of Malice coming out. Steve is starting to punch away. A beautiful BKB coming out from the Gunslinger, and he's going to start pumping away. Witch Doctor is going to be the first to go down, as well as the Shadow Demon for Out of Darkness. Now this is a full-on fight with the Macropire. We also have the Medusa trying to punch away as many as she can. Underlord once again goes down, as also the Yakiro. Now, Desal is looking in quite a bit of trouble. I think the Maledict has actually popped on him, and we do have a stun coming out. Ooh, beautiful kill there by Nazgul, and Psycho is going to get another kill there. Nazgul popping that blade mail. Psycho is not attacking at the moment. Just trapping him there quickly. Do we have the Stampede on Desal available? We've got 15 seconds currently. Ember Spirit could potentially try. Oh, beautiful Stomp coming through. And Nazgul does not have any mana, and that could potentially be... Oh, look at that! Very, very well juked by Nazgul.
What a TP!
Yes, I honestly did not see that TP going to the tower, to the sanctuary. What exactly happened there?
I thought I'm not sure. I think he did it deliberately so he can maybe fight some more, but... Or he just misclicked on the shrine.
It is possible, but I didn't see the TP animation at the shrine itself.
The same, yeah. It was not even showing on the shrine. That's odd.
But still very, very good, or you know, maybe a lucky sort of TP, but that actually saved him. I thought he was going to die, but yeah.
He was literally a split second away from getting chopped in half by the Centaur.
No, that Centaur
animation was literally busy running.
Yeah, Centaur's taking quite a lot of chances, but I mean, he is quite tank. He is able to, you know, take a lot more damage. That pop-up inside is done. He's got the Blink Dagger and the Blade Mail, and of course the Crimson Guard. He could potentially maybe wanting to be Boulder Heart, and that's going to make it extremely difficult for One Night Stand to actually take him down.
Yeah, I think currently they're all trying to focus on buybacks. As I see, he's saving up quite a lot of gold, and Medusa as well. And Medusa, I see he's got the butterfly up as well.
Yeah, I doubt anyone on the side of One Night Stand will be able to go for a MKB currently.
And I see Ursa has been a bit naughty, so he sat in the trees for a while. Blinked in just to the wrong location.
No, this is going to be an interesting fight. Could this maybe even be a fight to maybe go for the first racks?
It might, depending if it's a 5-man takedown for the one side or...
Right, so it seems that they're all gathering with Fluffy. There is a smoke coming out there. They are now moving towards the bottom lane. They have not yet been spotted out. They are going into Roshan, but Desal, he blinks in there. Beautiful stampede coming out, but the Pit of Malice also coming down. Stone Gaze coming out there from Psycho. Now the fight is on. Everybody is retreating. They want to be... Ooh, Zero Resistance once again is going to go down first. Steve is on the run. I do not think that he has... yes, he does have the Omnistash, but another stun coming out there from their side. Now the BKB being popped, and Slaughter is taking quite a bit of damage. Macropire coming out there from the Akiro, and this side... Ooh, look at that massacre! Yes. That is absolutely insane. And that is 4 for 2.
Yeah, 4 for 2. That damage, yo. The moment that Ember went in there, it was just damage on damage on damage. Slaughter barely made it out of there.
Yeah, I would really like to see 4 for the side of One Night Stand. They're doing exceptionally well coming back into the game. And the comeback mechanic is strong with this team. They're doing exceptionally well. They're now pushing. Oh, we do have a buyback coming in there, and stun and blink coming out from the Slaughter. We do have a TP coming in from this Ghoul. Now they're going to start attacking this tower as the Firestorm is coming down from Fluffy Estelle. Gunslinger quickly pops a BKB, he blinks in there, and Underlord once again does go down. Steve starting to smash away, and Nazgul, he is using that Searing Chains. Oh, look at the Death Ward coming out from Zero Resistance. That also pops onto the Slaughter, but that gives them enough time to actually go for the tower.
And that is an Aghanim Scepter on the Witch Doctor, which he just revealed.
Yeah, that Aghanim Scepter has been on him for quite a while. I just failed to mention that a little bit earlier. That was already at the bottom lane when they had a fight here. It was visible that he had the Aghanims. I just failed to mention that. But he has had it for quite a while. So very well done to Zero Resistance for actually being able to get that up.
Definitely. They're just turning these fights around. I think in the beginning they were struggling to see what Out of Darkness fighting style is, and now they know what to do, they know how to counter. And they've been executing it perfectly.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, we're seeing a completely different One Night Stand team. It's absolutely beautiful to see how they're actually handling the pressure that they've actually been put under.
No, that's definite. All of a sudden, the game change. They took the pressure. I think they swore each other off, and now they're doing good again.
Yeah, I honestly thought this game was probably going to last like 20-25 minutes, and we've actually gone up to 41 minutes 50 seconds, and the current score is 35-28 in the favor of Out of Darkness. But One Night Stand, they're starting to catch up quite nicely.
Yeah, I must say, I think there's a network lead specifically to One Night Stand at the moment. If you're looking at that, Medusa's got 21,000 net worth, but Juggernaut is on 21,000, and Ember is literally a few creep kills away from that. And then only is Centaur and Ursa getting there. And not even, Ursa's not even close, she is only on 14,000.
Right, we do have the Dark Rift being used. That's going to go to the bot lane. Now everybody is in the bottom lane. I think Ember was the distraction. Everyone is focusing now on Nazgul, but I don't think, and yeah, the fight is actually starting to break in. Stampede being used there by Death Cell, and Slaughter is, not Slaughter, Shadow Demon is actually going to go down in that engagement. Absolutely beautiful. Just look at that. Starting
to... all of the damage.
Yeah, all the damage is now
Juggernaut.
coming from One Night Stand. Beautiful Pit of Malice from, and we do have a blink and stun from Behonic. Now we have Desal popping in. Does he have the Stampede available? No, he doesn't, but the Stone Gaze coming out from Psycho Mom. But the damage output is just a little bit too much. Centaur needs to get out of that fight. Now they are still pushing for the tower. Are they going to retreat? No, they're getting Steve. He's going to jump in. Beautiful Pit of Malice and the Firestorm coming down once again. That is Slaughter going down, and that's a very, very quick buyback. Look at the damage output. Ursa and the Centaur. Centaur has done a very, very quick buyback, but is that going to be enough to stop them from taking down the tower? Stampede coming out there from the Centaur. Now they are starting to smack away at the side of One Night Stand, but that beautifully timed Ice Path from the Yakiro. So they're managing to get down the towers, but the racks is a bit of a difficult story for them. They have forced the buybacks though, and they should be able, within the next engagement, maybe 2-3 minutes, if they're able to, they can go back into the fight. If they get the pick-offs, they've actually got the racks.
That's definite, and to see now, Centaur and Slaughter doesn't have buyback anymore. Shakira bought back for that fight, just to be clear as well. He bought back and came back just to fight again. But the gold loss on the side of Out of Darkness is crazy. Over 3,000 gold lost. And this time the tide has turned on the damage as well. 14,000 damage going in the way of One Night Stand.
Bionic and oh, the cheese has actually dropped, and Slaughter has actually decided he does not want to fight right now, so he just does a very, very quick blink out. So the question is One Night Stand going to go for the mid-racks, or would they prefer going for the top lane? It would be better if they go for mid, because look at where the creeps are from Out of Darkness, so they're gonna have to go for a mid-rax, or even go mid and then bot.
Yeah, and also they don't have
beautiful blink coming in from the Slaughter, Mystic Snake coming in from Medusa. We do have Underlord. He has popped down the Pits of Malice, but that has missed. Ooh, and Slaughter is actually being caught there. Beautiful spin coming out there from Steve, but he's taking on too much damage. He decides to go for the Omni Slash. Now you have Nazgul popping in. Beautiful Shiva's Guard coming through. Steve has actually survived. Bahanic is going to be in a lot of trouble, but he's decided to turn around. Stone Gaze coming out from Medusa, but that's just not going to be enough. The Ursa and the Medusa have gone down. Bahanic went into... Oh, and Bahanic is going to go down as well. Zero Resistance does a beautiful dominating streak, and the GG is being called. GG. Wow.
Yeah, there's no buybacks at all anymore.
Wow, I'm absolutely, I'm done shocked by this victory. What do you think changed for the side of One Night Stand?
To be honest, I've got no idea. Yes, they just came back. The Juggernaut woke up, and the Ember Spirit woke up, and all of the sudden, it's just too much. They couldn't handle it anymore.
During the cast, if you can remember, I made a statement that if the side of One Night Stand actually wins this, I'm gonna have to run down the street naked. And I'm a man of my word. So we're gonna leave you guys. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna post any pics on social media, but I'm gonna do it. I promised I was gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. So we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Hopefully that's how long it takes me to run around the block and not get arrested. So, so I will see you guys in about 5 to 10 minutes, and yeah, you guys enjoy.
How do you achieve your greatness?
There's no margin for error.
No room for mistakes.
You need total control.
Your success is determined by your grit.
It takes thousands of hours perfecting your moves.
And only the strong survive.
You think you've paid your dues?
You think you're ready to enter the arena?
Think again.
This is the Telkom Digital Gaming League.
This is where legends fight till the last second.
where the action explodes straight through your system.
And welcome back. This is the DGL ladder match, Out of Darkness versus One Night Stand, game number 2. I'm your boy Lightray, brought to you by my sponsors Chaotech, and joining me is none other than Shippy. Shippy, how was game number 1 for you?
I'm still sweating, bro. Still sweating.
I have to admit, I do not ever, I'm gonna make a statement like I made previously, I am eating my words. It was not funny, and I will never do anything like that again.
Fortunately, Lightray, some people are saying no pics, no proof.
Unfortunately, guys, I can't post pictures like that online. I'm not gonna do it. There's no. I'm not gonna send any nudes. It's just not gonna happen. But let's get back into the game. Currently, Out of Darkness, they have decided to ban out the Underlord and the Lone Druid. The Underlord, I would most definitely say, is more of a respect ban. And then obviously One Night Stand, the respect ban on their side is the Ember Spirit and the Shadow Demon. The first pickup for Out of Darkness is the Weaver, and One Night Stand has decided to go for the Invoker and once again the Yakiro. The Invoker and Yakiro, that's quite a good combination, especially if you take into consideration the Ice Path. You've got the Tornado, you've got the EMP, you also have the Meatball. So there's a lot of combinations that you can do with the Akira and the Invoker on its own.
Disruptor. Radiant team back.
Alright, I see Weaver and Disruptors now being picked up, and the Silencer being banned out. I do like Disruptor. Oh, sorry, I've got a bit of the flu. The Disruptor is a very, very good pickup, wouldn't you say, Shippy?
Disruptor is literally one of my favorite supporting heroes. Like, you can do so much with him. That glimpse, if you time it right, it's just a team fight killer. Especially with his ult as well being there, silencing everything.
I do think
just
that
one great pickup.
Yeah, I do think that the most important spell on the Disruptor currently is that glimpse. I mean, if you're gonna try and run away from any sort of fight, he's just gonna bring you back, and Out of Darkness is just gonna punish you.
No, definitely.
Alright, see
Even the Weaver is not a bad pick, but the question is are they gonna run it as a core Weaver or a support Weaver?
I personally don't like the support Weaver. I mean, yes, Weaver has got the ability to escape, and he does have the spiders to his disposal. But you know, you've grown up since the game started, Weaver being a carry or a core player, and now all of a sudden he's being used as a support, and I just feel that Weaver is actually being underutilized. What would you say?
I agree. I blame Puppy. He's the one that started with the bloody Weaver support.
Right, the Witch Doctor also being banned out by One Night Stand. They did play him previously. They did actually very, very well on the support Witch Doctor. That Actum Scepter came up quite quickly though. I was very, very surprised. And I think that's the Witch Doctor that actually started making me run down the street naked. Because I said that if One Night Stand wins, I will run around the block naked. They did win, which I thought was impossible, and I did it. Whether there's pics or not, I'm a man of my word, and I did it. So, the Void being banned out by Out of Darkness. Witch Doctor and Void, very, very good combo. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what either of these two sides would want to go for.
No, definitely. If I'm looking at the bans, at the moment, One Night Stand is looking at everything that disables and stops you in your track. And Out of Darkness already has that in one hero, literally.
Ooh, Warlock. Warlock is probably one of my best played heroes. He is insanely good. especially with the Fatal Bonds and the Upheaval, which I think at maximum does about 80% slow. So now you're coupling that with the Invoker and the Yakiro. It's highly unlikely that, look, unless you're going to play the Weaver as a core, that, you know, Out of Darkness might potentially have an answer for that.
Definitely. I agree. Warlock is a pain. If you've got that Fatal Bonds on you and One Night Stand has a very hard hitting core, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna feel it. Disruptor will be probably the first one to die because of that.
And the Phantom Assassin now being picked up by Out of Darkness, could that be a game changer? I mean, look, you've got Invoker with the Cold Snap, you've got the Fatal Bonds. I would just have to double check if the Cold Snap works with Fatal Bonds. That would be actually very easy, interesting to find out, because then that could potentially render Phantom Assassin useless.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I feel the Phantom Assassin was a bit of a dodgy pickup, because Phantom Assassin is good against physical attacks, but not magical, and you're looking at One Night Stand, which is mostly a magical lineup.
And so One Night Stand has decided to pick up the Chaos Knight, and Out of Darkness, probably the best pick that they could have made with the Rubik. So they would potentially wait for, I would say, Warlock to cast down the golems, and they would want to steal that ability and use it for themselves. So yeah, I definitely like the Rubik pickup, and we'd have to see how they're going to manage to bring the game to 1-1.
Yeah, so to my earlier question, Weaver is then a core pickup.
Yeah, I'd definitely say Weaver is more of a core. Phantom Assassin as well, obviously. And then I see that Timbersaw is being banned out. Very irritating hero. And the Tidehunter being banned out by Out of Darkness.
Do you think this is a mid PA or a safe lane carry PA? And maybe a Weaver offline?
10 seconds remaining.
I think that Weaver potentially could even go mid.
5 seconds.
I mean, that against an Invoker, it could work well. It could potentially work well. But yeah, I think Weaver would go mid. I definitely think so.
The only thing that Out of Darkness is lacking is something tanky, to be honest. PA can transition into the tank, but that's very late game. That's not your 25-minute games.
No, I think the Phantom Assassin would rather be better played in a full-on damage. Because, I mean, with the Coup de Grace, I mean, he hits like an absolute truck. I mean, we could potentially maybe even look at, you know, maybe a Sven. A Sven would be a very good hero for them. They could maybe try go for the Medusa again. You know, maybe the Slardar. You know, it's difficult to say.
The thing is, Medusa is not going to work in this lineup. Doesn't feel like it's going to work. Oh, but it's being picked up.
I thought as much. Look, the Medusa, especially with the Stone Gaze, I mean, with any sort of engagement coming in, they are going to be able to, you know, get a Phantom Assassin into the fight so that he can start dealing the damage. You can get Disruptor that is going to use the kinetic field and, you know, his ulti and, you know, a glimpse, potentially, you know, maybe keep the Warlock back. But I think Warlock is probably the core. Chaos Knight potentially could be played as a support. But Warlock is definitely going to be the one to watch out for.
Yeah. And
Ooh. Now this makes things very interesting. We've got the initiator now with the axe, so obviously axe is going to have to get that blink up as quick as possible, and then that is coupled with the ice path. You got the Warlock. Chaos Knight is going to come in and start smacking away. Invoker's got the Sunstrike, he's got Cold Snap. Wow.
That is a lethal comp.
Right, so we are into the game. So I'll just introduce the side of One Night Stand very, very quickly. On the Invoker, we do have Nazgul. On Chaos Knight, we have Steve. On Yakira, we have Codec, I would assume 3. On Axe, that will be played by Fluffiest Tail. And then the Warlock by Zero Resistance.
Yeah.
Right.
On the side of Out of Darkness, we've got Bionic on the Medusa this time. So that might be a supporting Medusa. And Punisher on the Disruptor. Got Gunslinger on Rubik.
30 seconds to battle!
Got Monster Psycho on PA, or Phantom Assassin. And Death Cell on Weaver.
Yeah, I think what the side of Out of Darkness, they would want to possibly show that they are able to play, you know, different types of heroes. You know, they can switch up their roles, obviously depending on the heroes that they would want to go for.
Seems that's going to be a mid Phantom Assassin. An offlane Weaver with a Medusa being the safe lane carry this time for the side of Out of Darkness.
Yeah, that's... You can't really... Look, the only thing that Psycho has got going for him in the mid lane is the fact that he's got the dagger. So it's going to be difficult for Nazgul to get to him. But I mean, he's still got the Cold Snap. So if the Phantom Assassin would want to, you know, maybe try and do something, even the creeps is going to, you know, stun him out a bit.
Yeah, definite. I see side of One Night Stand is running Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane.
Yeah, I think that would most definitely be because of the axe. You would want to have the Warlock close by. Warlock does have the Shadow Word, so you know he's going to try and you know, keep him alive as long as he possibly can. And then you've got Codec with the Ice Bar, so you know Fluffiest Tail has got quite a lot of backup on his side. However, you've got Bionic with the Mystic Snake, and that could just take most of the mana away. Beautiful Ice Path coming out from Codec, very early engagement. Kinetic Field coming from Punisher, and he's just going to jaw them back. Looking at the bottom lane, you do have Death Kill. He's just going to, you know, try and harass Steve as much as he possibly can. Chaos Knight is taking quite a bit of damage. I think Steve would actually want to get away from this right now. We do have the Sakuchi and the Swarm. Beautiful, and it seems that we are going to have our first blood here. Steve is... Ooh, beautiful stun coming out, but that's not going to be enough. And that is the first blood coming down from Death Cell. That is very, very good kill there from him. And, you know, that is what you would expect to see from an off-lane Weaver. See Axe in the top lane. He is taking quite a bit of damage. Shadow Word coming out. He's just going to get healed up. But as you can see, the mana from Zero Resistance on the Warlock is taking quite a toll. He does have 2 Clarity Potions, so that's going to help him out quite a bit. But yeah, he's definitely going to have to keep the Axe alive. Ooh, beautiful lift coming out there from Gunslinger. Zero Resistance in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down. He was actually taken down by the creeps or the tower, I'm not sure. So the gold was split. What do you think went wrong in that engagement, Shippy?
I feel the Warlock was a bit out of place. He shouldn't have been that far ahead, that's why the axe is there.
Yeah, the one thing about you know, a hero like Warlock, Warlock should never be on the front lines. I mean, he does have the Fatal Bond, so he can link whoever he needs to link. and then he's got the heal, so he would never need to be in front of the axe. The axe needs to take the damage in order to be effective and get the counter helix, so you can actually start spinning and do the damage. So
Yeah, definitely.
That was definitely a big overextension from Zero Resistance, so he would definitely need to look at that. The next time that he plays the Warlock, he doesn't need to be in front.
No, definitely. While we have a time, which courier do you think is which is the nicest?
Have a look at this one. So this one doesn't look too bad. Look at this side here. But this is the Navi courier. I do like the other one.
The tree, that's the battle pass courier.
Yeah, that one actually looks quite nice.
The battle resumes.
Looks like a little rugrat.
Just about. And we're back on.
Alright, so now as you can see, Zero Resistance is doing exactly what he needs to do. But Shadow Word coming out, but we do have a TP coming out from Codec 3. He's going to want to help Steve as much as he possibly can. He does have the tangos. I don't see that he's given one to Steve as yet, but he's definitely going to have to try and keep him alive as long as he possibly can. Steve becomes absolutely ridiculous, but in the mid lane, Monster is taking on Nazgul on the tower. And do we have a cold snap? Yes, we've got a cold snap, but that's not going to be enough to help save the Invoker. So Invoker does go down. So having a quick look at the fight recap. Very low amounts of gold.
Oh, that was almost a sunstrike. That was so close. He almost walked into that one.
They're going to have to be wary of the sunstrikes in this game. Battlehunger coming out from Fluffy Estelle. Does he have call? Yes, he's got call available, but I don't think he's going to use it. Shadow Word coming out there from the Warlock. Once again, the Warlock is caught out of position. He does not need to be on the front lines. That is what the axe is for. Unfortunately, another overextension coming out from Warlock. Why would you think he would actually want to be on the front line? Do you think it's maybe like a miscommunication? What do you think the problem is?
I think that was miscommunication, to be honest, because he healed Axe and yet he stayed next to the creeps instead of moving back while Axe was also moving. So he was but completely out of position.
So we do have
unfortunately
Nazgul is possibly going to go down again, but he does use the Ghost Walk now. Psycho is in quite a bit of trouble. Warlock is rotating. He does have the haste rune available. Pops the Shadow Word on Psycho, but that's not going to be enough to take him down as yet. A lot of harassment coming here from a Gunslinger. And Fluffy Estelle, just as in the previous game, he's not really able to get the experience and the farm that he needs, and they're shutting him down completely.
No, I think this is again a case of lanes. We saw in the previous game.
Ooh, stun coming out there from Steve. Now Weaver's in quite a bit of trouble. I think he's actually going to go down. Oh. Yes, he's going to go down, but the Spiderlings are eating away at Steve's HP, but he's actually going to be able to walk out of that one. He needs to come back. He's taking too much damage from the creeps, so he needs to get back from that one.
Fortunately, Invoker popped the shrine without even asking if Steve needed it.
Yeah, look, the only thing is that, look, as an Invoker, you need to stay in the mid lane as long as you possibly can to get your experience up. Oh, and Medusa does go down. Beautiful kill there by Fluffy Estelle. He's now on the road to Punisher, but Punisher puts that kinetic field. Now you have Gunslinger, but he's moving back towards the creeps, and they're actually going to back away from a potential kill.
And you see what the support did there. He saw there was a problem. He saw Axe could kill him even if Axe is low HP. So Gunslinger moved back behind his own creep and to a safe place where he knows the axe is in a jungle somewhere where he can't kill him.
Right, we do have double damage on Psycho at the moment, so he's running towards the bottom lane. I think Yakiro has actually spotted him out. We do have a damage, and oh, beautiful stun coming out there. Oh, but I think Steve's actually going to go down. Yes, he's going to go down. The upheaval from the Warlock does come out. Sunstrike, and beautiful Sunstrike there. Beautiful, beautiful, and a double kill there by Psycho. Very, very well played there from the Invoker.
It was a beautiful Sunstrike, hit exactly where it's supposed to.
Ooh, stun
Looks
coming
like they
out from
want to turn
Steve.
it around.
Yeah, Steve, he wants revenge. Monster Psycho. Whoa, look at the damage. Ooh, Ice Path misses, but he gets pulled back into it. Now the Shadow Word is starting, and we do have a... Ooh, that just misses the Sunstrike. Another stun coming out. That's 3 seconds. He's not going to be able to get that. Now the Spider's coming out from Death Cell. Now they're on the run. Steve is got the Shadow Word on him, but is that going to be enough to keep him alive?
Yeah, PA barely makes it out of there with only 50 HP.
Yeah, there was a 3-second stun on him, but you know, they weren't able to capitalize on that, seeing that he was standing so close to the tower and he still had backup. So it was a very difficult kill to get, and they decided to rather leave it. Another engagement there from Desal. He wants to go on Steve. He's just eating away at the armor, but Steve just starts smacking that spider away. You have Nazgul in another trouble again. Oh, and he does have the dust. So unfortunately, Invoker's not able to ghost walk his way out of that one. Very well played there by the Phantom Assassin.
It looks like Phantom Assassin's going straight for Desolator if I'm looking at the item queue.
Yeah, that Ice Path just misses. Ooh, another engagement there on Psycho. He's actually wanting to snowball as early as he possibly can. Beautiful body block coming out there from Psycho, and the lift from Gunslinger. And Psycho's going to get a very, very comfortable kill. Ooh, Sunstrike misses.
Looks like Out of Darkness supports decided it's time to roam together.
Yeah, they're quite effective
potentially
together.
be a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they're very, very, very effective. Axe could be in a lot of trouble. I don't see a ward. Ooh, and he's actually been glimpsed back. Beautiful kinetic field, and he's being lifted by Gunslinger. Now they're going to start smacking away. Bahonik is doing the best that he can to actually get that, and Punisher is actually going to get the kill. And at the bottom lane, I see that Cell took out, or Steve rather, took out the Weaver.
He barely made it out as well. It was a bit too close for comfort. Medusa looks like she's gonna go straight for a Lincoln Sphere. From looking at the queued items.
No, that would definitely be a good item. It is going to help him quite a bit, especially if now the Axe tries to do a dunk on him. But we do have Axe. Beautiful
big
call
trouble.
coming through, but look at that stone, guys. Look at the damage that Fluffy's tail is actually taking right now. Beautiful turnaround from Bahonik, and that stone gaze has saved him.
Completely, and luckily Disruptor made it in with his TP just to help out and make sure Bahonik makes it out in time.
Yeah, I think the amount of damage that Bahonik was pushing out after the stone gaze was quite, you know, substantial. But that kinetic field, you know, just helped to keep him in place a little bit longer.
Yeah, just that in case. Yeah, just irritating people with some illusions.
Oh, Gunslinger coming in. Oh, beautiful lift coming out. That Sunstrike just hits himself. And once again, the dust is being popped. And a beautiful unstoppable kill coming in there from Monster Psycho. It definitely seems that once again the side of Out of Darkness has the early game. So that It's just an indication that the side of One Night Stand has more of, you know, the latter part of the game. So I'm not making any more statements this game. I'm just going to see what happens. It's actually quite cold outside, so that's not going to happen. Oh, beautiful dagger. Just look at the amount of damage that one dagger does to Nazgul. There is only an upheaval on Zero Resistance. He does have the Dust of Appearance. So it's quite a bit of noise on the outside, but let's ignore that.
Rubik has stolen Chaos Bolt from Chaos Knight, and that might be a bit of trouble if any one of them tries to push out a bit here in the bot lane. And there it comes.
A beautiful engagement there now. Seems that Chaos Knight, he needs to run. He does use the armlet, but that's just not going to be enough. Killing spree there, and we do have the glimpse coming out from the Disruptor. And Codec also, it seems that he is going to go down. Monster Psycho does get Fluffy the Tail at the top lane.
Sure. Desa literally almost walked into that Sunstrike, and at the last second he turned around and the Sunstrike missed him. He is lucky to be alive.
You know, the only thing with the Sunstrike is you never know when it's coming. And you know, playing the Sunstrike, that's basically plain and simple anticipation, you know, where someone's going to be. If you look, for example, when Weaver was taken out by the Sunstrike, he was in Viz actually when it hit him. So it's pure and utter anticipation. Alright, so we do have Gunslinger. He is just lifting Steve. 4 second stun. And now Desal is going to take him out. He does steal the Chaos Bolt one more time. Now Steve turns around. He is going to use... Ooh, that
and the wrong one was glimpsed.
Oh.
Fortunately, glimpsed the wrong hero at the moment.
Ooh, Gunslinger, he needs to actually run away from this one. Beautiful stun coming out into the Ice Path. Now the Punisher is starting to put his damage in there as well, and Rubik is going to go down, so he loses the spell that he just chosen. Now Steve needs to start getting that spiders off him. Sentry Ward is going to go down. That upheaval did quite a bit of slow. Now Zero Resistance is in a bit of trouble. Kinetic Field popping down, keeping them in place. Oh, just look at Psycho. He's popping in there.
That Sunstrike.
A lot of damage there. Now the Golem's also giving chase. We do have Fluffy's tail. He does not have a Blink Dagger as yet, but he's still going to give as much chase as he possibly can. Ooh, that was the luckiest tornado escape I've seen. We do have a TP coming in there from Medusa. He must have the Stone Gaze available. He's now going to turn the table. Monster Psycho, he is going to get hit by... Oh, and that is a 10 kill streak that he's going to give away. 949 gold. Just look at the gold exchange and the XP range, as well as the damage done. That's literally...
That's the second Sunstrike in a row that Invoker has landed perfectly. First one was on Disruptor, now PA. Oh, what a play.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, the Invokers, doing quite well. He just obviously needs to work on the tornado. That tornado completely missed the Phantom Assassin. I think he was anticipating that to come through, and he just dodged it.
Well-gotten gains.
So the Hand of Midas on the Invoker.
Steve is dead.
Ooh, missed that one there. Zero Resistance now needs to run away. He's being slowed by the dagger from Monster Psycho. And the spider's coming through from Desal, but Monster Psycho does get that kill. He needs to make up for the 10 kill streak that he's actually lost. Current time is 16 minutes. It's 7 to 18 for the side of Out of Darkness. They're going to go for the bottom tower. doesn't seem that anyone is actually interested in coming to help. You do have a disruptor there. He's just going to send you back. So they're not even going to bother jumping in there. And they would prefer to do a trade on the towers. Now Axe is going to pick up the invisibility. Could that potentially work into his favor? He still does not have the blink available. Punisher is there, but we do have a sentry ward down. Now, Axe is going to be in a lot of trouble. That kinetic field does come down. He's taking quite a bit of damage. And now Steve's coming in from the side, and he's going to smack away at Punisher. Macropie coming through there from Codec. Desal, he needs to get out of there. I don't think it's a good choice to actually keep going with the fight there. There's just too many of them, and you also have a golem which is going to deal additional damage. What do you think went wrong for the Axe? Yes, he did have war down there, and that was actually very, very well placed.
Yeah, I think the ward is the reason why he lost there. The ward's the only thing that saw him, and they knew he's coming that way, so they planted a sentry ward immediately, and they were just seen. It was too late.
Now
They knew what was coming.
I think that this particular ward gave him away. Very, very good ward in that position, and they knew when to pop down the ward. But we do have an ice path coming through. Now Steve needs to run away. We do have the sun strike as well. Beautiful kill spree there on Monster Psycho, giving away 352 gold. Now we do have the ultimate from Punisher coming through. We also have the kinetic field, and that is going to be Steve that's going to go down. Beautiful kill there by Punisher. Now they need to get back from this particular position that they're in at the moment, and it seems that Weaver is just assessing the particular situation. Is he going to go further? We do have the disruptor coming in. Does he have the glimpse available? That's 3 seconds remaining, but he doesn't have any vision of Codec 3 at the moment.
I see in the top lane Medusa and Axe just had a bit of a talk. They were just chasing each other up and down for a while, and then they both backed out.
I see that Fluffiest Tower has got 1,700 gold. He's about 500 away from getting that Blink Dagger, and that is definitely going to change the pace of the game. We do have Monster Psycho. He is chasing after the Axe. He has spotted him out finally. Beautiful call coming out from Axe. That just raises his armor. Now the call coming in from Tel, and Psycho is going to run away. He does have the battle armor on him. Tornado coming through from Nazgul, as well as that beautiful meatball, but he's just going to blink to Bohonic, and that is a beautiful escape. The Stone Gaze is available on Bohonic, but they're not going to use that yet. Beautiful kill there by Psycho. Is he going to be able to get away? Is the Sun Strike available? Stone Gaze coming out now. Nazgul needs to turn around. Ooh.
And Steve died in the mid lane.
Yeah, I was unable to see that one. Well played there. That was
Steve was a bit overextended.
Yeah, that that tends to happen when you're playing a Chaos Knight. I mean, you want to get the kills as early as possible, and you know, it could work to your detriment. But now they're pushing towards this top lane. The tower is not taking that much damage, but we do have the Weaver coming online. We also have Psycho that is still alive and running around on the map. We now have Fluffiest Tail. He needs 40 gold to pick up the Blink Dagger, so I doubt that he would actually want to die anytime soon. I think he'll actually be breaking stuff if he has to go down. But a beautiful ice bath coming in there from Codec, as well as the slow popping through. That kinetic field coming through from the Warlock. We do have Gunslinger sitting on the side. He does have the Chaos Bolt to his disposal, and that's going to give a maximum stun of 4 seconds. PA once again jumps in. He's going to take out his resistance. And tongue twister there. So yeah, that's very good engagement from the side of Out of Darkness. You do have the Stone Gaze.
Stone Gaze is still there. Yeah, he's just farming about. Got his Echo Saber up now.
Oh, Chaos Knight is going to be in a lot of trouble now. Gunslinger, he is definitely invis right there. Steve does not know that is there currently, but there is a Sentry Ward. I've actually just seen it. And very, very wisely, he's actually keep it out. Very nice ward there.
Looks like Medusa is building straight into a Skadi now. If I'm looking at an item progression, and Weaver almost got his Desolator up as well.
Yeah, that
it's gonna be.
Yes.
It's gonna be able to go on the back line, as you said in a draft, just to take out that Warlock or the core support or any one of them, and he's gonna be able to do it.
Yeah,
At the rate he's building.
Yeah, look, the only thing that with the Eye of Scott, it only works on the main arrow when he's using the split shot. So it doesn't work in the on all of the arrows. It's only going to work on the main target. Unless they've actually changed that.
No, it's still on the main target if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But they did take Eye of Scotty out of a what you call it. It's no more attack modifier.
Yeah, it's not an orb effect anymore.
Yes.
Right, so we do have an engagement there. Fluffy style, he's going to start smacking away. Beautiful Sunstrike coming through. Medusa has not gone down as yet, but the Stone Gates is going to ensure that Yakiro is going to go down. This is an absolutely insane fight. Beautiful ult coming there from Zero Resistance and the Upheaval. That Fatal Bonds has also gone through, but Axe is going to go down in that engagement as well. Now you've got Steve. He has just stunned the Weaver, and beautiful kill on the Weaver. But Bionic is still there. He's split-shotting away. Steve is in a lot of trouble, and yeah, Steve is going to go down. Buyback coming in from the Akira. He quickly TPs into the Sanctuary. Oh, Master Psycho. Oh, beautiful, beautiful kill from.
Right.
Utterly insane.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
supposed to be dead.
The Akira actually brought back and went straight back into the fight to try and save someone.
Fortunately, he was the only one to walk out of it.
Right, we do have Axe on the side. He does finally have his blink up. And that is a tier 2 tower falling down. If you haven't noticed, on the side of Out of Darkness, they still have 2 of their tier 1 towers up. And, you know, One Night Stand will need to start getting those down if they would want to push into the side of the Dire.
No, definitely. At the moment, once again, Out of Darkness has full map control at the moment. The only thing that blocks the bit of map control is the one tier 2 tower in mid. But that's not going to stop them at the moment.
Yeah, I doubt that. That Stone Gauge is working exceptionally well for the side of Out of Darkness. And that is obviously because of the Warlock. He needs to stand still and, you know, get that upheaval up. But now, ooh, quick fingers on Axe. I'm not sure if you spotted them out though.
No, I think he just blinked out.
But,
that will be ages.
So Rashad is going to go down. The first one 25 minutes into the game. Now Smoke gets popped. We do have Steve and Zero Resistance as well as Fluffy Estelle. Beautiful Stone Gaze coming through. Now Steve needs to run away. He's not going to be able to attack. Ulti coming out from Punisher. He gets a glimpse back, and that is the Warlock that is actually going to go down there. And Disruptor is also going to go down. Now you have the Meatball coming through from the school. He's going to start smacking away at Psycho, and Psycho does have the Aegis, so he's not going to die as yet. Yakira has also gone down in the engagement. Beautiful Sunstrike coming through, and that is the Medusa that is going to go down. They are currently 3 versus 2. They would be able to push the second tier tower. They do have the creeps available, and they have the amount of push. look at the damage that Zero Resistance is taking. Beautiful godlike kill there from Monster Psycho. He is not playing around. He wants to finish this game as quick as they possibly can. I think with the previous game that we had, they took too long to finish the game, and therefore One Night Stand was able to win the match, and certain people had to do certain things.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. That's sad actually.
Oh well, now you've cooled off.
Yeah, let's just call it that.
But yeah, they must care now, don't give One Night Stand space again, because if they give too much space once again, they might sit with the same problem.
Yeah, look, it is a possibility, but I mean, once the Chaos Knight starts coming online, he's just going to smack them away, and I would suggest that Medusa be the first target. If I can maybe get like a Blade Mail up for when Phantom Assassin attacks, but Medusa should be their main focus.
Yeah, definitely. And Medusa is about done with Skadi. He literally just needs to buy the last item and there it goes. Career's on his way and Skadi is done.
Beautiful ice path coming in. Ooh, that was one hit. One hit
That's
from
a PA.
Psycho. Wow. That's
a PA with a Desolator. Can't do anything to stop that.
And he's also got the Echo Saber. So already he's dealing massive amounts of damage. Another dagger coming out and a blink. But Fluffiest Tail is not going to go down that easily. Beautiful. Ooh, look at that Sunstrike coming through as well. And now Chaos Knight is in there. Beautiful ult coming in from Warlock. A bit unnecessary, I feel. Wasn't really necessary to do that. But they can now push for the tier 2 tower. But they are indicating they want to go towards the mid lane position.
That is 1,060 gold in the favor of Chaos Knight for that kill.
That's definitely going to help him quite a bit. I mean, he's got the jumps, he's got the Vanguard, so he's possibly going to want to go into the Crimson Guard. Now
he's busy with a Skull Basher.
Yeah, that's also going to help him quite. He might go into the Abyssal Blade.
It seems he has it queued up, so it looks like he is going in that direction.
Right, we do have the spiders coming in from Dead Cell. Steve is just going to avoid it, and he pulls in Dead Cell just to get him away. Beautiful lift coming in there from Gunslinger. Gunslinger does have the null field, which is going to pull anyone close to him. That is absolutely a massacre, but PA has actually gone down in the engagement. Now you've got Axe coming straight back, and that Fatal Bonds is working extremely hard. Fluffiest Tail is trying to get as many kills as he possibly can. Oh, and he just gets taken out by Death Cell. So that is the Chaos Knight, the Axe, and the Warlock going down in that engagement. And the Weaver was first to go down. Actually, no, I'm lying. That was the Phantom Assassin that was first to go down.
Yeah, the PA unfortunately was on the wrong side. I'm looking now at Medusa's split shot. It seems she is actually... all her arrows is using the Scotty.
Alright, I'd definitely like to have a look at that one.
See if she shoots these creeps. Check her. She definitely has Scotty on all the arrows.
No, it's not. If you looked at the yellow creep, the effect of Scotty was on that one, and then only after he started attacking the red creep, that's when the indicator showed that he's being slowed down. So it is only the main target. It's only because they're standing so close together. But it would look like that.
Yeah, I see they have seen Gunslinger being inverse. He just too close to this ward, so they know he's there somewhere. And now they know definitely. He just popped all the smoke, and they don't have a dust on them, unfortunately.
I do see that on Rubik he does have the Ether Lens, so his Fate Bolt is going to do quite a bit more damage, but Fluffy Tail He is still invis. We do have a normal ward that's not going to be spotted out. Smoke coming from out of darkness. Seems they're wanting to go towards the mid position. Axe just jumps in there, but he's going to get caught out. And look at that slow coming through. Props the Brave Mail. Now he's going to try and do as much damage as he can. Markiplier does come out there. The ult from Disruptor coming in one more time. Stone Gaze has been used. Axe did go down in that engagement. Look at the amount of damage that Desol is actually taking. But Psycho is going to take down Steve. Another Sunstrike coming through, but that hasn't landed on anyone or killed anyone for that matter.
That's a dead, very dead Warlock.
It definitely seems that Out of Darkness is going to take the second game. But I'm not going to keep myself to that one.
Don't want to bait anything, eh?
No. I'm rather going to keep it on the lowdown.
It seems they've learned from the mistake. They've got much more control of the fight at the moment. In the previous game, there was a bit of fighting on one night stands terms instead of their own. Where now they mostly fighting on their own terms.
That is just a straight kick in the balance.
Right, so we do have Fluffy Estelle that is giving chase. He does blink into the kinetic field and he's just going to get glimpsed back. Looking at Out of Darkness, they're just going to retreat as quick as they possibly can, and they do still have the Sanctuary available. Spiders coming out there from Death Cell. Gunslinger does. Ooh! And that was the
What
quickest
just happened?
Chaos Knight. Stone Gaze coming out
He
there.
literally melted.
Yeah, he went down so quick. A beautiful, beautiful kill, but ooh, nice kill there on the Rubik. But yeah, he's not really able to do much against that one. And yeah, Psycho is he's continuing. He does have a basher in his stash, and he's just going to swap that out for the magic wand. It's highly unlikely that they're going to be able to stop the Phantom Assassin. He's got a little bit way too much farm. Looking at the net worth, he's sitting on about 18,000. So he's definitely got quite a bit of farm going.
Yeah, and what I'm seeing is Medusa's right there behind them. One night stand is not even getting close to that.
Yeah, look, the one thing with the Medusa, once that Stone Gaze goes off, they've either got one choice. They can either go and try and take on the Phantom Assassin and then, you know, just get stoned up, or they could actually turn around and try and run away, which basically means that Psycho is got free range of attack on you. So it's very difficult to kill a Phantom Assassin when the Medusa with Stone Gaze is near.
No, definitely. And Medusa is still close to him, but moving away now. Are they gonna try and solo kill the PA?
It's gonna be very, very difficult to do that.
He's just gonna turn around BKB and you're not gonna be better off.
Now the Abyssal Blade is now on the Phantom Assassin. See what Rubik has stolen. He has got Berserker's Call. I highly doubt he's gonna want to do that.
Agree.
But you know, he
Unless
might.
he sets up a fight.
Yeah, he might take one for the team. He's got
If he sets up
blink
a
dagger.
fight like that, that's an instant team kill. They must just be wary that this was their did pick up that they're going into rush. So will One Night Stand try and contest it?
If they do, yeah,
Too late now.
yeah, I don't think they even wanted to try it. But you do have Invoker that is pushing the bot lane. I'm not sure if anyone is actually gonna go down, but the scan has been used.
And they did pick up the Weaver, so they know exactly where they are.
He's taking a
He creeps his back on base. They're gonna go straight for a fight, it seems.
There's another glimpse coming out.
Dyer's bottom tower is
And Fluffiest Tail, look at the amount of damage that he's taken. I think I've seen like 1 or 2 spins for that whole duration. Upheaval coming through from zero resistance, but he is going to have to turn around. Stone Gaze coming through. Now Phantom Assassin is doing what he does well, but ooh, Ages of Immortal being popped, and Phantom Assassin's just going to get back up. Look how quickly he takes out that golem. Nazgul is now in a lot of trouble. He ghost walks out of there, but this pretty much is a GG.
I believe so. I don't think there's any way that One Night Stand can come back from this game. I think they ticked off the wrong team in the previous game.
Out of Darkness, definitely. Look, they did have control in the early stages of the first game, and this game they just continued with it. So it was very, very well played from them. But we're still waiting for the GG call. There's one.
There we go.
GG gets called. So the current score is 1-1. First game went to One Night Stand, and the second game went to Out of Darkness.
Why is this game not finishing? Oh, there we go.
Alright.
I was waiting, it was taking a bit too long, eh?
Looking at the current game that we had, it was clear to see that, look, Out of Darkness, they took control and they kept it, whereas in the first game they had control and they lost it. What do you think they did differently this game than what they did the previous?
They chose PA. Look, I'm looking now at the stats. Phantom Assassin has 29 kills on her name. She did exceptionally well mid and did a better ganking way, meaning she ganked from the beginning the moment she got level 6, where the previous game Medusa, it took just too long to wake up. She couldn't wake up in that mid lane. So now with Phantom Assassin being at least in the mid and moving around quicker, she did much better there. It's just the game was better controlled than Out of Darkness.
Yeah, definitely I would agree with you. They, the Phantom Assassin Medusa combo is absolutely potent, and with the Rubik playing the way he did, it was exceptionally well played. But we will be back in a couple of minutes, and we are going to get into game number 3.
How do you achieve your greatness?
There's no margin for error.
No room for mistakes.
You need total control.
Your success is determined by your grit.
It takes thousands of hours perfecting your moves.
And only the strong survive.
You think you've paid your dues?
You think you're ready to enter the arena?
Think again.
This is the Telkom Digital Gaming League,
This is where legends fight till the last second.
where the action explodes straight through your system.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is your boy Lightray, and joining me tonight is Shippy, sponsored by Chaotech. And once again, thanks for joining us. This is One Night Stand versus Out of Darkness. How are you doing this evening, Shippy?
After the 2 games we just had, I don't know what to expect now, so I'm stressed for their part.
Well, this is going to be an exceptionally good game, judging by the previous 2. I'm just having a quick look at the bans from One Night Stand. They have taken out the Phantom Assassin and the Silencer, and on the side of Out of Darkness, the Underlord and Syllabe. The pickups currently is the Faceless Void, the Disruptor, and the Weaver. And the Disruptor Weaver is for the side of Out of Darkness. Do you think One Night Stand could potentially pick up the Witch Doctor?
Radiant team's turn to ban.
It is possible if I'm looking at what I've got already. The Legion of Void, that's already 2 big ultis surrounding the Void. So if you're looking at a Witch Doctor, if they don't ban it, it's gonna get picked up. Either way, it's good on both sides at the moment. Out of Darkness can use it, and One Night Stand can definitely.
Yeah, I think, look, the Faceless Void and Leech already is a good combo, especially with the Chain Frost. And that Chain Frost with an Agnum Scepter can be used on the Ancient Creeps. So it's going to make it difficult for them to try and farm that as well.
No, definitely. But that combo already is one heck of a combo. If you add a Witch Doctor, it's a massacre. If the Void lands a 5-man ult and Leech has an Agnum Scepter and maybe Witch Doctor has one again, it's gone.
Yeah,
everyone in that.
Once again, look, it does come down to positioning.
Of course.
If you look at Disruptor, I mean, Disruptor is the one hero that should not overextend. I mean, he's got the ultimates, he's got the kinetic field, and he can easily just pop that on the Chronosphere of the Faceless Void.
Dire team ban.
No, definitely, that can work as well. Medusa.
Yeah, we've seen Medusa twice.
That's respect.
Yeah, that is insane. I mean, that Medusa played exceptionally well in the second game. So the Phantom and Medusa combo we will not be seeing in this game, and the Ember Spirit and the Life Stealer as well.
Team's turn to ban.
What hero do you want to see from either side of this teams being pulled out in this lineup?
I'd definitely like to see a Sven. Sven is an absolute insane hero, especially if the game lasts, 35 to 40 minutes. Sven does so much damage, and I'm actually hoping to see it on the side of, maybe, Out of Darkness. I mean, they've got the kinetic field, so it's just going to make it much easier for him to actually get the damage done.
Reserve time.
Okay. To be honest, I would like to see a Winter Wyvern being pulled out here.
Winter Wyvern is a good hero. However, that does come down to communication. If the ultimate is being used and there's no proper communication, it can go wrong. I have seen it before. So your communication needs to be 100%. It just needs to be on par.
Definitely, and it can be. We've seen on both sides now. There's always some here and there a small miscommunication, but at the end of the game, both sides are speaking. You can see that they focused on the game.
Yeah, definitely. Winter Wyvern, that was a good call.
What a call!
Yeah, look, the Winter Wyvern with the Winter Curse, it's definitely going to help in terms of the Cold Embrace. It's going to help in the early stages of the game. But once again, the Winter's Curse is
5 seconds remaining.
It might cause a problem for them. So they could use that when the Faceless Void wants to use his Chronosphere, but they would potentially want to wait until the Chronosphere is done. I mean, if the side of One Night Stand picks up a couple of more melee heroes, they're not going to be able to get into that sphere.
Yeah, definitely. Also a problem. Hopefully you'll get your Sven.
I would love to see this Sven. Yakiro once again
Radiant
being
team's
picked up
turn
by
Three
One Night
times in a
Stand.
row.
They seem to like the Yakiro, so look, the Yakiro does do quite well, especially with the Ice Path and pushing the towers with the liquid fire. So you know that could work in their favor.
10 seconds remaining.
And I mean, the side of One Night Stand, they're not taking heroes with, you know,
5
like a
seconds
lot of
remaining.
physical damage. So the only one that they've got is potentially the Faceless Void, but that depends on what
team's
build
turn.
he would want to go for.
Yeah, definitely. If this is a offlane Void, which is the meta at the moment, then he's probably going to build Initiation. Initiation instead of
10 seconds
DPS.
remaining.
I personally still prefer the DPS Faceless
5
Void.
seconds remaining.
It's probably, in my opinion, one of the best voids that you can get, especially if you're caught in that Chronosphere, and you know, he just starts smacking away. It does tons and tons of damage. But now the Juggernaut is being picked up out of Darkness, so the Wyvern and the Juggernaut need to be in communication, especially with the Omni Slash. You don't want it to be wasted, and you know, he can still use Omni Slash within the Chronosphere if it's thrown on time.
Definitely, that's one thing that can work against One Night Stand. An
Ooh.
anti-mage.
Radiant team
I haven't
ban.
seen that one really in a ladder match in a while.
You know, the anti-mage doesn't get picked up that often, due to the fact, depending once again on how long the game actually lasts. But that could potentially be why they've taken the Void
10
and the
seconds
Leech,
remaining.
you know, just to try and keep them from team fighting as much as possible
5 seconds
and
remaining.
creating space for anti-mage to get his farm up.
Yeah, definitely.
Reserve time.
What do you think about the anti-mage with an
Dire team
Agnum
ban.
Scepter?
Look, it's good, and I'd really love to see it. You know, if Juggernaut uses, you know, his ulti, is he going to be able to,
Radiant team's turn to
you know,
ban.
do the same thing in return, or you know, it's very very difficult to say. But I do like the Shadow Fiend pickup. Very very good pickup there.
That's a freaking good lineup
10
that One Night
seconds remaining.
Stand has.
5 seconds remaining.
This is completely a do or die game
Reserve
at the
time.
You know, it's
Dragon Knight.
ooh, DK.
Oh. Yo, this is gonna be one hard game.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Still got
Do
the
you
flu.
think that's a mid Dragonite?
The DKs nowadays, they can either go in the offlane position, or, you know, Dragonite can be played in basically any sort of lane, depending on, you know, is he going to get the farm, is he just going to be there for harassment. I mean, you've got the Weaver and you've got the Juggernaut already. You've got the Disruptor and the Winter Wyvern, so, you know, it will be interesting to see where DK is going to fit in.
Yeah, definitely.
Prepare for battle.
Right, so I'm just going to do the side of Radiant. On the Disruptor we have Gunslinger. On Dragonite we have Monster Psycho. On Juggernaut we have Bionic. And the Weaver will be played by Death Cell. And last but not least we have Punisher playing the Winter Wyvern. Would you like to introduce the side of the Dire for us?
Yeah, we've got Nazgul on the Shadow Fiend. Got Fluffiest Tail on Faceless Void, so that's your offlane. Got Zero Resistance on Leech. And we've got Codec 3 on the Jakira, and last
30
Steve
seconds to
on
battle.
the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting how they're going to, just put out the current team. They had the previous game a 3-on-3 tri lane. Do have a nice ward here in the mid position. This gives him quite a lot of vision there. Also got a nice little ward over here. It doesn't seem that the side of
Out of darkness.
out of darkness. I've hit like a complete blank, but that's fine. I'll make up for it. Right. So the current position.
Running around.
That's not gonna happen. Not again. So we've got the Weaver. He's gonna go up against the Anti-Mage, the Yakiro, and the Lich. Lich most probably will be doing most of the pulling in the lane just to try and zone the Weaver out. But looking at the bot lane, you can see that Fluffystel is going to have a very, very hard time. He's not really going to get that much farm, and you would possibly expect that the supports would come down a bit sooner. I mean, looking at the net worth currently, Void, which is the offlaner, is 4th from the bottom. And that is not where he would want to be. Yes, he'd want to get his levels up, but it's not really gonna work that well. The glimpse is still too short. It's not gonna be able to bring the Void back, and we still have not had a rotation towards the bot lane. I think they're gonna focus most of their attention onto the Anti-Mage.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think? Who's gonna walk away from this game? What's your prediction? Looking at the draft.
To be completely honest with you, I think that the side of One Night Stand have a bit of a better draft, especially with the disable from the Void.
Deny.
And then also the Shadowfiend, which does quite a lot of armor reduction. So it could potentially be One Night Stand. I'm not sure. It's going to be very, very difficult.
A gift from the
Yeah, if I'm looking at the draft wise, if the Weaver gets gain as much farm as he did the previous game, and if the DK gets the right amount of farm, I think Out of Darkness should be able to take this.
It's going to be very, very hard. I mean, both of these teams are exceptionally good. We've seen some, exciting plays, but we do have an engagement in the mid lane. Ice Path coming out from the Codec 3. And yeah, he's just going to be able to get out of that one. We do have Winter Wyvern just chilling in the bushes. He's going to want to try and keep Void out of that as long as he possibly can.
No, the Void's still sitting on level 1, unfortunately, 3 minutes in.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job at zoning him out, but I think they rather want to keep the Anti-Mage safe. They're gonna depend on him quite a lot in the later stages of the game.
Yeah, he's going to be a bit more viable at the late game, so especially if he's going to go full on split pushing power.
I do still have a level 1 Glimpse and a level 1 Thunderstrike on the Disruptor. So he's going to want to get that Glimpse up, especially if Fluffy's tail or Fluffiest tail is going to try and run away. But Glimpse coming on Codec 3, he's just going to get Chase back, but he is going to give chase to Gunslinger. We do have an Invis rune, and I don't think there is vision to actually spot that out. No, there's no vision there.
No vision. That can potentially turn into First Blood.
So Punisher has been spotted out.
And they know.
Yep, they
Codec
have
is
spotted him
invincible.
out, and they're not giving away their position. But now Codec needs to get out of there Beautiful ice pass coming through. Punisher's just going to try and slow as much as he can. Beautiful sprint coming out from Bionic. Now it seems that Kodak might go down to first blood, but they're not going to be able to chase him down.
Tower.
Oh, that
Tower saved lives.
that tower definitely saved him. He does still has the sanctuary available.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna use the sanctuary himself. He might just keep it for now and let Void keep on farming. If Void needs it, give it to Void.
And so definitely looks like Nazgul has resorted to a bit of farming. He just wants to get that souls up as quick as he can.
No, he's almost on max souls at the moment for his level.
So he is level 6 currently, but he has not taken the Requiem of Souls yet. So he's not going to want to ulti as yet. Possibly just pumping up the Necromastery. Psycho does not have any mana. That does leave him vulnerable. And we do have a rotation coming in from Codec 3. Oh, at the top lane.
Damage.
Now those
That damage almost fell with that.
now those spiders actually take away quite a bit of armor, and you know, the longer it stays on you, the more damage it's going to do. But now Codec and Psycho, they just giving each other some love taps, and they're just going to get out of that. So they leave the rune for Psycho. They need to get him up as quick as possible. We do have an engagement there on Fluffiest tail. He's got 9 seconds before he's actually able to do, and that is your first blood. He was not able to time walk out of that one. He used it a bit too early, and I think that was because of the glimpse. Very, very well timed there by Gunslinger.
I feel he was in the wrong position there as well.
In the mid lane, we do have a TP coming in from Codec, Ice Path, but that misses. Nazgul was almost in a lot of trouble, but now he comes back, and a beautiful kill there. Nazgul and Monster killing each other. Very, very well done.
That last hit.
Yeah, I do feel that Juggernaut was, you know, much stronger there, and you know, Codec coming in, you know, just gave Juggernaut the opportunity to turn around and fight again.
Oh, Juggernaut, unfortunately level 5.
Oh, another glimpse coming out, and now that's a spin coming out from Bionic. And that is Fluffiest Tail going to go down. That Ice Path lands on the Juggernaut, but very, very quick fingers there by Wyvern, but that's just not enough to kill him. Now Punisher is on the run, and he's also going to go down in a beautiful double kill there by Nazgul.
And he's full souls. All the souls he lost, he just got back in literally a few seconds.
It was a very, very good return initiation, but Psycho is still in the mid lane. Nazgul is going to try and further. He should be able to get more souls. Yep, he's going to try and get to the maximum. That's 36.
What do you think about the Agnum Scepter these days on what you call it? On Shadow Fiend. There we go.
I really, really like it. I mean, it does damage and it you know, heals the Shadow Fiend at the same time. So it is very, very useful, and it does quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, definitely. I myself, I think it's a great item to have, especially if you've got a massive team fight and that Shadow Fiend can just ulti there in the middle. That's a lot of damage.
Most definitely. It seems that either sides have actually started to try and calm down, you know, just to try and get their farm up a bit better, but that Breath of Fire is doing a lot of damage to Nazgul. He's only got the treads on, and he's not really able to do much. So we have another engagement at the bottom lane. Fluffiest Tail is in a lot more trouble. A beautiful glimpse back once again from Gunslinger, and he's going to keep doing that. Bionic using the Omni Slash, and he gets the kill on Fluffiest Tail. So that's basically, that's the combo. That's what they're going to keep doing the entire time. They're going to wait for him to time walk away, and they're just going to try and kill him.
But that's the reason why I love Disruptor. That glimpse is the best ability on that hero. Nothing other can compare. You can easily set up ganks, you can easily time kills.
And look at this beautiful stack over here. Very, very nice stack. They're just gonna try and...
Yeah, almost
Yes?
trying to pull it, but the wave is so big it's blocking itself.
But looking at the top lane, Death Cell and Steve, they are still going at it. Doing quite well to get the farm of the anti-mage, currently in third, where
For the dead.
Weaver is fourth.
Which is not bad for offlane.
Yeah, I need
Weaver.
to make a correction.
Fifth.
Fifth, yes. And the spiders come out once again. Fluffiest tail, he is going for the diffusal blade.
Yeah, that will work actually quite well against the lineup of Out of Darkness.
So Weaver is getting harassed quite a bit, but he still has the time lapse available.
Tower is being chipped away.
Shadow Fiend's going for a Shadow Blade.
Yeah, it's a pretty normal item for the Shadow Blade, or for the Shadow Fiend. But he could also go into the Silver Edge, which is going to help him a lot more.
It's going to work perfectly against.
Oh, and we have an engagement on
Dragonite.
Death Cell at the bottom lane. He's just going to try and run around the trees. Beautiful kill there by Steve. Just using his Mana Void to get the kill. Now Gunslinger has TP'd back. He does have the Glimpse available, and that is not going to be enough to kill the anti-mage, and also the Thunderstrike was used. But now we have a engagement at the bottom. It seems that Fluffiest Tail has got the Chronosphere available. Bahanic is there. You also have Codec 3. He's got the Ice Path and the Macropire available. So everything is going to depend on what Fluffiest Tail. Is he going to be able to land the Chronosphere? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. What is your prediction
Lich
for this
also
fight?
If Lich gets his ulti off, unfortunately Out of Darkness is going to lose 2 heroes if the Chrono lands. If the Chrono lands, and I feel sorry for Out of Darkness, it's bad. And I see mid once again, Shadow Fiend and DK just killing each other.
Right, Fluffiest Tail in quite a bit of trouble there. Beautiful Ice Path coming in there from Codec 3. He's definitely going to want to stop. And is it just me that is lagging out?
It might be you. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm getting a disconnect. I'm gonna have to have a look and see what's happening. I might just quickly reconnect.
Juggernaut's Diffusal Blade is back up. Or is up, so while Void tried to ulti there, Juggernaut just took it away in 2 shots, just about, with his Diffusal Blade. And also Steve, he's got his Battle Fury up and running already. 13 minutes in, that's quite fast. Oh, and a beautiful chrono.
And I have actually managed to come back. That was a disconnect, so for those watching my stream, I do apologize. We are back into the game. I see that Codec 3 barely makes it out there. And Nazgul in the mid lane and Psycho doing very well at killing each other. But now we have zero resistance. He's going to come into the mid lane. He's just going to want to try and chase away Psycho. Now also Punisher has decided to move to the mid lane. He's going to want to try and help as much as he possibly can. You have the dragon form being popped.
This anti-mage got a lot of farm in the top lane. He's got under 13-minute Battle Fury up and running.
Right, we have an engagement in the mid lane. Beautiful stun coming out there from Psycho. Zero resistance isn't quite a bit of trouble, but there is no... Woohoo! Beautiful kill there from Psycho. And Winter Wyvern is going to go down. We do have a haste rune on Psycho. His dragon form has run out. So he's just going to get out of there. He does have the sanctuary available to him. Currently Weaver is now in mid as well. And he's just going to back off a bit.
I've got a feeling this is not going to be a short game.
Well, the timer currently is 15 minutes and the current score is 7 and 8. And that is slightly in the favor of the dire side.
Of one night stand.
I'll call it the dire side. The side of the dire.
They feel a lot of it dire in them. So far the dire side is the side to beat because every game casted so far tonight, the win has happened on the dire side.
And so it seems that the mid lane currently is being occupied quite a bit. Beautiful Chronosphere coming out there from Fluffy Estelle and the Macropire as well as the Ice Path. Monster Psycho is taking quite a lot of damage, but the kinetic field and the ulti from Gunslinger is coming out. Punisher uses his ulti and Fluffy Estelle is going to be smacked around by his own creeps. Now Bahani comes into the frame. He does have the Omnislash available and he is going to want to go for Fluffy Estelle, but if he's going to get Codec, he might as well take the kill. Yes, he does. Killing spree. Now he's going to go for Fluffy Estelle. He's just going to time walk over the hill and he's going to get out of that situation. They now have the option of pushing towards the middle tower. They should be able to take it quite comfortably. We do have Nazgul who is sitting and he's moving towards the mid lane. Don't seem to see a sentry ward, but he's not been spotted out as yet. He's going to go for Gunslinger. Is Gunslinger actually going to be able to get out? And that's a beautiful killing spree there by Nazgul. Oh, nicely done.
That Seraphine is going to be a big problem for Out of Darkness. I feel that this is a bit of a waste of a ward. To be dead honest with you.
To a certain extent, yes and no. Because of the fact that this particular ward over here doesn't give the vision necessary to actually see what's happening there.
Yeah, to a point. But if you place a ward rather more to the corner here, that gives you the ward being there and the other side.
Alright, we have an engagement there, ulti being used by Punisher, but another time war coming out from Fluffy Estelle. He's going to try and get out of there. The glimpse is available on Gunslinger, but he's not going to be able to find the void as yet. If he uses it now, it's quite pointless. It has gone past the 5-second mark. They're now wanting to possibly go up to the hill. We do have Fluffy Estelle. He currently does have the Chronosphere available. And just a very quick D-ward there. Fluffy Estelle might initiate here. Codec needs to get that Macropire with the Ice Path and the armor reduction as quick as he possibly can.
Oh, we've got the Chrono up, got Leech's ult, we've got all the ults ready, so if Void lands a good chrono, that's going to be a problem for Out of Darkness.
I see that Nazgul has also come down to or towards the middle lane. I think they're going to want to try and do something. Those Spiderslings miss everything.
Literally, even the creeps.
Dire's top tower is
I
under
think that
attack.
was more of a anticipation. Oh, we have an engagement top.
What a stun.
Beautiful stun coming out from Psycho now. Nazgul is giving chase. That is a quick time walk from Fluffy's tail. Steve is going to start smacking away, just taking the mana away. They still have the option of using the Chronosphere. Are they going to be able to do it? And that is by the Sanctuary. Kinetic Field popped out from Gunslinger, and Nazgul has popped the invisibility. There is no Sentry Ward down there as yet, only a normal Observer Ward. Nazgul currently is following the DK, so he's going to pick that up very quickly. Psycho is going to realize something is not right. That has been bottled, but look at the amount of damage being popped out by Nazgul. He's going to go for Psycho. Is he going to be able to take it? Yes, he's going to be able to take it, but now Roshan says, why are you fighting? And Roshan punished.
Spiders. The spiders.
Those spiders.
Death Cell spiders just went in and killed the Sherifffiend. That's Steve in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and Steve's also going to go down. Ulti coming in from Zero Resistance. Starmore coming in, and behind decided he's going to want to go for the kill. Beautiful kinetic field. And that is the end of Lich.
Down.
And a triple kill for Bionic. That tower is literally almost down. They might as well go for it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Death Cell does get the tower down.
And looks like Juggernaut's going straight for Manta style now.
Yeah, look, that is a pretty normal item for him, especially in the later stages of the game when you need to start pushing, or maybe try to avoid getting the ice bar. So he could potentially use that to get away, and he has a diffusal blade as well.
Yeah, he's gonna deal a lot of damage the moment that's up.
Nazgul just
Weaver is busy with Dragon Lance at the moment.
ooh, look at that damage.
That's not even on full souls.
Oh, he's doing quite a bit of damage, but that is due to the Dragon Lance. That does give him quite a bit of stats.
Definitely. Anti-Mage is almost done with his Manta style. Literally, he's got it. If he goes to Secret Shop.
Manta style is currently up.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
And, this does put One Night Stand in a good position. Do you think that Steve could go either for... Ooh, beautiful, beautiful.
That's a dead Steve.
Steve does go down, but Lich's ulti does go to work. Not able to kill anyone as yet. And time lapse being used by Weaver. He's just going to get out of that position there. We do have Nazgul. He does have a regeneration rune with him. Do you think he could potentially be wanting to go for a mid fight now, or is he just going to continue farming?
I think he's gonna wait maybe for his Shadowblade to get back. Shadowblade's still on cooldown, but he might just farm up and from there take it. He's got his Silver Edge now, so DK is gonna have a bit of a problem if Shadowfiend hits him. Void almost with that Diffusal Blade up.
Yeah, look, the Void is taking quite long to get his items up. He's had free farm most of the time, but still struggling.
Yeah, he had
to
a bit
get
of
his
a rough
items up.
start, but yeah, still
Dire's
not
structures
good.
are fortified.
But we do have Fluffy's tail moving into position.
Dire's top tower is
But
can
there's
we
already
see
an
a
altercation as well.
beautiful glimpse coming in from Gunslinger, and the kinetic field does go up. Oh, and the Chronosphere as well. Quick time walk there from the Void, but he's not going to be able to do the required damage, and a very easy kill from Monster Psycho.
Radiant's bottom
On
tower
mid as well,
is
Juggernaut
down.
is just ulted Shadow Fiend
Double kill.
and walks away with 2 HP. Yes!
Oh, that was... Alright, so it definitely seems that Out of Darkness is starting to take control of the map. 25 minutes in, glimpse coming in from Gunslinger, but zero resistance is just going to walk out of that one.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That should be a tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Steve's doing very well pushing out the lanes. He does catch Gunslinger, and that's going to be an easy kill. He does have the images with him, and Bahonic does not have enough mana to actually get the Omni Slash off, and
Dire's top
it's
tower
also on
has
a
been
60-second cooldown. Right, we do have a disconnect, so we'll probably pause for this one. I want to have a quick look at the item progression. Looking at this Raptor, he's only got the Arcane Boots, and he is building into the Ether Lens. On Dragon Knight, he has got the Armlet of Mordigan, and that's just going to give him additional tank ability. On Juggernaut, he does have the Diffusal Blade. Weaver has a Dragon Lance and the Desolator. I would really love to see a MKB on the Weaver, and that's going to do a lot of damage. And the Winter
Definitely.
Wyvern also got just the Chunkle Boots. Anti-Mage has gone for the Battle Fury Mantis style and the Vlads, and gone for Power Treads. A beautiful Silver Edge on the Shadow Fiend. And that's basically the only items that is of interest. Current time is almost 26 minutes. The score is 17-12 in the favor of Out of Darkness.
Yeah, this is... Like I said, it's not gonna be an easy game.
Yeah, look, if you take into consideration that the scores are so close, One Night Standard does stand a chance to actually win this game if they coordinate their team fights properly. However, on the side of Out of Darkness, I mean, they've got a lot of damage coming through, and that is in the form of the Juggernaut and the Weaver. And also
Two
the
inverse heroes just walking past each other.
Oh, Dragon form coming up. Now Nazgul is in a lot of trouble. Weaver just coming to get rid of zero resistance, and the ulti from the Leech does come out. Shadowfield is in a lot of trouble. He's been silenced out, and he's actually going to go down. Now we have the Chronosphere coming out from Fluffiest Tail. He's being slapped away by Bahonic, and a beautiful double kill. And that is the fall of the Void Shadowfield. Ooh! Another kill coming through, and that is from Death Cell. Things are going in the way of Out of Darkness right now. It seems they could potentially be taking game number 3. However, looking at the bot lane...
If you look at what... top lane, actually.
Oh, top lane.
Anti-Mage is being a prick at the moment. He's constantly pushing out these lanes, making sure that Out of Darkness has to retreat some heroes, slowing down the force at which they push.
Now look, it's going to be difficult to stop Out of Darkness at the moment. I mean, they're dodging the ultimate from Lich, the Chain Frost, and that will basically be effective once the Chronosphere goes up. But what they're doing at the moment is the Chronosphere goes up and Zero Resistance waits. He doesn't throw it inside the Chronosphere.
Yeah, we should actually just throw it in there, let it bounce around and do its damage. Now this anti-mage is getting to a point where he's quite scary.
Yeah, he's in a dangerous
Unless
position.
that
He gets stunned up by Psycho, and yeah, that is a pretty easy kill on Steve. They've used quite a lot of spells there, but they want to ensure that he is going to die.
Yeah, I don't want to give him a chance to just blink away.
So Roshan is feeling the wrath of Out of Darkness. He's getting beaten to a pulp.
They just like hurting Grandpa Rosh.
It's actually sad seeing such a peaceful giant being bruised and battered.
Yeah, he's just sitting in his cave, chilling, watching people kill each other, and then they come for him. That's just unfair.
It's just getting rid of the witnesses. That's all that's happening. But unfortunately for them, this is a live stream, so we've got quite a lot of witnesses. Yeah, looking at the side of Out of Darkness, they're wanting to push into the base of One Night Stand. They are managing to go for the racks currently. It doesn't seem that One Night Stand, and the beautiful chronosphere is coming out there from Fluffiest Tail. He gets glimpsed back.
There we go.
This is the ultimate, that the way that it should be done. And Death Cell is just going to quickly sprint out. And look, DK did go down. Void did pay for his insolence, and Punisher is just going to freeze himself.
Void just got punished by himself.
And Nazgul had a very, very good idea to get the ulti off, but Bionic is punishing now. He does get glimpsed back. Anti-Mage is still there. He's smacking away. Beautiful kill there on Bionic, and Nazgul does get the kill. And
Nazgul got 1,000 gold from that.
Bionic just lost his 10 kill streak, and that is definitely not a good thing. We do have the Basher being built up by Anti-Mage currently, so he's going to start owning most of the field if he does not get disabled quick enough.
Looking at the fight recap, gold exchange was 2,573 in the favor of One Night Stand. XP exchange is 7,300. And 4,000 of that went to Anti-Mage.
Anti-Mage did very well.
And the damage done was almost 13,000 in comparison to 7,000 that Out of Darkness did in that fight.
That's a very, very big difference. And could we potentially see a comeback from One Night Stand again in this third game? They're not a team to give up easily, and you gotta respect that.
No, definitely. They can come back just about from anything at the moment.
But it does look that Void is going to go for the Agnum Scepter on the Chronosphere. Do have what seems to be a bit of a wraparound, but are they going to abandon? They do have a ward up there, but they cannot see up onto the hill. Steve's just standing out of range, or out of vision.
Just making sure he's safe for the time being.
But Nazgul just taunting Psycho.
Yeah, Anti-Mage almost has his Abyssal Blade up. So that's going to do a lot of damage as well in the team fight.
But Nazgul has just been spotted out. But they're not going to go for him.
I think they might go for a smoke gank here. If they have a smoke. Yeah, they do.
So the smoke gank does get popped. And just look at this. Look at this. They are moving towards each other.
They're just looking for a fight.
Nazgul is in so much trouble, but we do have a beautiful chronosphere coming out from Fluffiest Tail. Macrobi coming out there from the Yakira, and the damage is utterly insane. Disruptor is the first one to go down in the fight. We have a gem on the floor. Now Yakira, the Juggernaut is going to go down. Void also is going to go down, but Steve is doing quite a lot of damage there. So the Winter Wyvern and the Weaver has also gone down. Disruptor is back into the game, but he's going to have to walk his way down. He has a TP scroll, but he can only TP to the Sanctuary, and that's not really going to help him much. They do have 30 seconds at most to get into the base. They are currently 4 versus 2, and you see that Monster Psycho also. Oh, he just gets out of that one.
As once again in that fight, it's 12,000 damage compared to 3,000 damage that came from Out of Darkness.
Beautiful engagement there on Psycho. Psycho is taking quite a lot of damage, and he's just going to get back from that one. Kinetic field has been popped down by Gunslinger, and they're going to want to try and get this tower down as quick as they possibly can. Beautiful jump in there once again from Steve. Kinetic field and ulti being glimpsed back into that kinetic field, and Steve is going to pay the price for trying to go for the enemy tower.
Fortunately, I think Anti-Mage was just a bit over-eager there, jumping back into that there to try and get a kill. I was a bit greedy, if you ask me.
Look, yeah, it could be the situation where, you know, Anti-Mage thought, look, I've got backup, but, you know, the backup couldn't really do much.
Backup is a bit too far out. Backup backed out. They didn't stand to wait.
Now look, there wasn't really much that Lich was able to do. I mean, once you're caught in there, the kinetic field and the static storm of Disruptor, it's going to be very difficult to actually do something unless you have maybe like a pipe of insight or a mechanism, or, you know, anything to that effect. Anything that reduces magic damage.
Yeah, definitely.
But now we have a counter push coming in there from the side of Out of Darkness. Void is in the vicinity. He does have a Chronosphere available. War does spot him out, and Glimmer Cape being used by a Punisher. He's just going to try and get out of there as quick as he possibly can. DK is at the top lane trying to push that lane, and then you have Steve. He does have the Abyssal Blade at his disposal. I think it's going to be very difficult for Out of Darkness to actually fight against the Anti-Mage, seeing that he is already you know, doing so much damage, and he's got the Manta Style, and he's got the stun ability.
Yeah, I think uphill fighting at the moment is going to be a pain for Out of Darkness. Once again, they're busy pulling this game, but just too far. Like they saw now in that fight, one perfect chrono, and you're in big trouble.
But we do have Nazgul moving into position. Psycho does have a Shadow Blade, so he's going to be able to get out of that one. Yes, he's just going to use that very quickly. That Silver Edge doing quite a bit of damage.
Looks like we're having a bit of a farming game at the moment.
I think either team wants to get to their strongest potential that they can get before anything else does happen. You do have a DK that is running in. Steve is jumping. Beautiful Abyssal Blade there. He's going to go down. Kinetic field being propped there by Disruptor as well as the Static Storm. Yakiro is in quite a bit of trouble. He's being punished by Mahonic, and that is a Chronosphere on the Yakiro. He hasn't really done anything to the Yakiro. Beautiful killing Steve, and I doubt he's going to be able to kill Steve, but Steve is fighting beautifully. That is an absolute beauty of a team fight, and the Winter Wyvern is going to go down. So that's a 4-4 trade. Kinetic field coming out. Steve is just jumping in. How far is that glimpse? He's 7 seconds on cooldown. Is he going to be able to get away? No, he's not. Beautiful team wipe. And now they need to go for that middle tower. They have got about, I'd say, 30 seconds. I mean, the disruptor can't really do much against the anti-mage.
Depends. Yeah, they've got 30 seconds. Then Winter's curse is back online as well. So then they've got a bit of lockdown against anti-mage.
I mean, the anti-mage is quite tanky in his own right. He does do quite a lot of damage. I think he's just going to. Seems like he's going to back away.
Yeah, I wouldn't have stayed there as well. Take what you've gotten back.
Time is money.
Fortunately for Juggernaut, what almost saved him there, Chrono. They focused his illusion instead of him, so he got a kill off with his Omni Slash in that fight. But unfortunately, Sheriffin just did way too much damage.
Sheriffin is an exceptionally strong hero, especially with the armor reduction that he has. And that obviously with the Yakiro's armor reduction. On top of that, it's very difficult to fight against something like that.
And now I hope Winter sees that Anti-Mace has a Agnum Scepter. Otherwise he's gonna curse himself and he will die for it.
Right, are we going to see another smoke up? Seems that the side One Night Stand is wanting to do exactly that. Are they waiting for the smoke to arrive? Do they have smoke? Yes, they do.
Just checking with Invis first. And they're going straight for Rosh. And the scan will pick it up. This is going to be a fight at the Rosh pit. Hopefully.
Right, we do have Psycho. Is he going to go into the Roche pit? Yes, he does. Pops the BKB. Gunslinger jumps in with the Static Storm and Kinetic Field. But look at the amount of damage being pumped out by Bahonic. The old Scepter is now being used by Yakira, but he is going to go down. Bahonic is spinning away at Nazgul. Beautiful ulti coming through, and Winter Wyvern is going to go down. Another beautiful double kill coming through from the anti-mage, and Death Cell is going for Shadowfiend, but he does have the Shadow Blade or the Aegis of Immortal available. Now Death Cell is in so much trouble. That's a beautiful another team wipe. They need to push through to this mid lane. They're gonna have to get through there. If they're not gonna take the opportunity now, they might not get it again. Just push, boys.
Now or
push.
never.
Go for it. Only problem is that they currently don't have any creeps with them, so they're not going to be able to push as quickly. They need to get those creeps with them.
Definitely. Even if they can just clear the way so that creeps can get there, should help. They've got 30 seconds. And
that is
Disruptor just glimpsed himself.
That is the Agnum Scepter being used by the Kinetic Field and the Static Storm being pumped up. Beautiful kill on the Winter Wyvern.
And then Disruptor just fun.
Steve's just pumping away. He's got 14 seconds on the Manta. Winter Wyvern is back in the fight.
Disruptor just
and finally gets glimpsed back. But that Kinetic Field is going to miss. We've got 19 seconds on the Chronosphere. That was a bad decision from the Void to jump in there, but he did save the Anti-Mage, and he's just going to run out of there.
And unfortunately they couldn't get a tower.
Yeah. Lich is going to go down.
Top. The Sheriffin pushed out top and got at least that tower. all tier 3 towers is quite low. If they get one more team fight, this game is over.
I do like the items on the anti-mage.
That just helped him a lot in that whole fight. Unfortunately, I don't see Juggernaut even looking at the Agnum Scepter where it will actually benefit him quite a lot.
Yeah, I'd really like to see what will happen if a Juggernaut uses the Omni Slash on the anti-mage, if it's going to reflect it back. You know, what will happen. I'd really
That will be
love
an
to see
instant
that.
rampage. I believe that's gonna be an instant rampage. A random spin just running. Fortunately, both teams just splitting up again, farming the jungle, which is empty.
Now look, I feel that, look, what's happening at the moment is that One Night Stand seems to be, you know, the stronger at the team fight. It really does seem like it. What they're doing, I feel, is giving Out of Darkness the opportunity to farm up some more. You know, there's no pressure on them. It's not keeping them back. They don't have the proper lane control that, you know, they really would want to have.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we saw in the previous first game. Never underestimate the team, eh? Giving them too much space and sort of a problem. If Jugger hits 25, he can just add 175 extra Blade Fury DPS to his Blade Fury. So he's gonna get dangerous. And he's also quite busy with his butterfly as well. Anti-mage being 6 slotted, solid 6 slotted.
Do you think he would want to get rid of the Vlads and maybe open up a space for the butterfly? Or do you think he would want to keep it?
I would say take away the Vlads and turn it into a satanic.
That could also
It
work.
It would be much more beneficial than the Vlads at the moment. Really? Just kill the one creep. But he's doing what he must. Got his moonshot up as well, so he's just flying with attack speed.
Time is money.
This might be a pick off on the DK.
Beautiful engagement there with the kinetic field and the static. Now, oh, beautiful chronosphere coming through. Now DK is
And
going to feel the brunt, but
fortunately, Disruptor just saved him.
Beautiful engagement there from the side of One Night Stand, and they are going to want to push into that lane. They are
Juggernaut ult just went down. Where is Anti-Mage in this fight? Oh, there he is. Anti-Mage just used Omni Slash.
Ooh, look at that ulti. Oh my word. Weaver just
damage.
popped.
That's a buyback. Juggernaut bought back and died. Double kill, triple kill.
And that.
Just give him the rampage. No, you bastard. No rampage. Denied.
I pretty
I
much think this is
believe
GG.
this is
We've
GG.
had buybacks. I don't see.
Raptor is alone.
And that's the GG.
Yep, there we go.
And
GG has been called.
One Night Stand takes a 2-1 victory in this DGL ladder match. Well played to both teams. Was an exceptional,
Yeah, that was.
exceptional night. What do you think happened in this game?
Unfortunately, they were outdrafted completely. At anti-mage, yes. At anti-mage, 58,000 net worth, 20 kills.
Yeah,
There's
no,
no way of stopping him.
that anti-mage did play very, very well, and you know, was all 3 games very, very well played, and yeah, it's one night stand that takes the victory, a 2-1 from myself, your boy Latre, and anything else you'd like to add, Shippy, before we end off?
I would say have a good night. Hope you feel better with that flu tomorrow.
I definitely hope so, and yeah, I'm gonna go straight to bed and just go sleep it off. So from my side, Latre and Shippy, we wish you guys an awesome evening, and we'll see you again.
Cheers, cheers.
How do you achieve your greatness?
There's no margin for error.
No room for mistakes.
You need total control.
Your success is determined by your grit.
It takes thousands of hours perfecting your moves.
And only the strong
Dankie
survive.
vir die extra help met die kos.
You think you paid your dues?
Baie lekker dat
You
ons
think you're ready to enter the arena?
Think again.
This is the Telkom Digital Gaming League,
This is where legends fight till the last second.
where the action explodes straight through your system.